All right, test, test, test. Yo, Ayo Chico. What's up, Pablo? Well, I feel like my mic is just insanely sensitive right now. Give me a second. My mic's being a baby. Anyways, what's going on, guys? We're here. I couldn't find... Oh, it's because of this. It's because of my compression. ¿Cómo te vas, hermano? Muy bien. Yo, I've been... We'll get into it once we start to stream and actually get going. I've been a little spun out. Been a little bit spun out about some shit. We're not lost. We are not... Are you lost? It was something that happened and I was like, yo, am I crazy? Am I just crazy for asking this? Or is this just the direction of society? In reference to cashless society. Guys, please welcome in community VIP Wheels. Wheels, I don't know where that guy is. Wouldn't even be able to tell you. Where's smoke packs? Can anyone see smoke packs? All right, real quick. I'm going to put out a quick timer. Get everyone queued up, get everyone chilled. I'm going to get my coffee. I'm going to make sure everything's set up on the back end, and then we're going to go. A lot of magic news. Tons of magic news. No, actually, Pablo, we just gave Wheels out of the kindness of our hearts. It was Andy's call. It was Andy's call. It was Andy's call on that. I thought that was really good. Wheels is one of the most supportive people in the community. So come on. Alright, I'll be right back. Yeah, it was a very impromptu thing that happened last episode, Pablo, actually. It wasn't. Oh damn, Pablo's leaving. Oh no, Pablo. Dude. Pablo, don't. Guys, give Pablo a follow for real though. Community legend. Greatest guy in the world. California's greatest bad guy ever. Super villain extraordinaire. I'll be right back. Why does John Cena look like Walter from Jeff Dunham? Damn. Let me clear my throat. All right, we're gonna move on through. I'm willing. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm willing to ready to go. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to talk. Let me sip some water. All right, everything's like loud as shit in my ear. God damn. Welcome in, guys. Real quick before we get it going, today's episode is sponsored by Exclamation Point Merch and Exclamation Point TCG. Is my bot not on? That is crazy. Hang on, guys. Let's reset this. That's nuts. Redo. Thank you for checking in, guys. Are you kidding me? This is so embarrassing.
Pablo Riabro 613 just redeemed. Check in.
Pablo Wheels. Thank you for checking in. This is just embarrassing. Give me a second. Can't even believe we're doing this. Can't believe this is how we're starting the show. I'm already in like a spun out mood as is. I'm not like really too. I'm like playing it up. It's not like anything that crazy.
Check in.
I want to see if you guys think I'm crazy. We'll talk about it. I went to go. Lady side tricks. I went to go search everywhere for booster packs for Final Fantasy. Nowhere had them. Target doesn't sell TCG anymore. Walmart doesn't sell TCG anymore. I didn't even bother checking GameStop because I was defeated, but they probably do have it. We have the last set Tarkir to open up, which is pretty cool. We won't get into the sponsors just yet because I can't do it. So that's pretty cool because we didn't get a lot of this set to open up, which is nice, but I did want to kind of keep it current. I'm going to activate the cloud bot. Sorry about this, guys. Here. Welcome in Sidetrix fam. So anyways, guys, does the bot work? Why is it not going on? My Twitch command's not on? I don't even have the command. What the hell? Did it get deleted? Oh, hang on. Get back in there. Click that out. Guys, you're watching a man struggle live. We're gonna keep this in for the VOD, but this is crazy. What exclamation point merch is used? How come I don't see it on my command list? Well, does this work? Yeah, you're watching a man struggle. This is crazy. Well, at the very least, we are sponsored by my Fourth Wall merch shop, which we'll get it on now. I'll pull it up on the screen. Welcome in, top of the show, guys. Guys, I have my own merch store. There's a little cool informational about section. But why I'm bringing this up, not only can you get, pardon me, our best seller, the Great Blue Heron Gamer Mat, shot by yours truly right here. Or you can get it as a cool photo to hang for your house. We now have the official Pack Boys designed tee. And I actually should go back into the edits here to give credit again, because credit for this logo was by Design Time, collaborating time from the Cream team. I collaborated with them on getting this logo designed for the t-shirt. Now, $25 is kind of a lot for a t-shirt. This is kind of more of a premium product. I'm not making that much money off these as is, but I still like the product. I still think it's good, and I'm going to be getting one myself. All money, all donations basically off this, all purchases I should say, will be donated to the PC fund and the stream, just like finance goals as is. But so far, I'm really proud of this t-shirt. I think this would be a good, cool thing to rep for just around the area. If you're like in the community, feel free to rep it. Unfortunately, I was told we only go up to 2XL. I'm going to be working on sizes and different types of merch that goes up a little bit extra for all of our community members out there who need to go to 3XL. No worries. That's on me, to be honest. That's on me. Okay? So I'm going to do better, but I'm very proud of this very first release at the very least. So feel free to check it out. Pick your size, pick your colorway, and all proceeds help the stream. It's also crazy that double XL and all that is a little bit more, but hey, I don't make the prices. I kind of just follow the guides they tell me to price at. So if you're a Twitch sub, you get 25% off, $5 off for Twitch subs as well, 20% off for if you're subscribed to any of our. Right here, I have like a merch support sponsorship. If you guys want to directly sponsor the merch through Fourth Wall, you can. We have little tiers here with rewards. We're doing monthly collabs with community members for playmats, but if you subscribe to one of these tiers, you get monthly merch drops of your choice. Doesn't matter if you're a part of the MTG division or not. So that's kind of what I'm offering there. And then if the bot doesn't work, but we are sponsored by my TCGplayer store, I'm going to copy and paste this in the chat. I don't know why none of the things are working. I'll look into a V-neck. I do like V-necks. That's good advice. So, !TCG, or you can go to my About section on my Twitch. It'll all be there as well. I have single cards listed. Again, I know what I'm sitting on. I know what I got. A Cabal Coffers for Modern Horizons 3 is 45, not 24. I know what I got. I know what I'm sitting on. So, but normally, you get rares for $1. Get bulk rares for $1.50, which is nice. I lost my mouse. And we're lagging. Other than that, I try to keep it fair, try to keep aggressive on the market or match market price at the very least. Everything will be shipped out besides premium stuff, which will be in a top loader and tracking in envelope packaged with envelope, basically, PWE. Okay? Professionally packaged with an envelope, by the way, but still through the standard US mail. But anything that's kind of like premium stuff, feel free to just message me on the app, TCGplayer, message the store, we can work something out. I could always upgrade shipping and all that, and I'll take the hit on the price. It's not that big of a deal to me. I'm just trying to get the cards out there more than anything. But anything that's premium really does help proceeds go to the PC goal and the stream fund, so at the very least consider it. So this is getting a little ahead of ourselves. We'll get into the MTG Game State news. We'll get into a pack. We'll get into a pack and a pack and a pack. How about that? Get my monitoring up. Again, am I tweaking, or are none of the exclamation points working at all? I feel like I gotta turn the bot off and then turn it back on. And then let's try this. All right, turned it off, turned it on. Exclamation point AE. Exclamation point merch. All right, guys. Sorry, I don't want to blast chat. There's all the links you want. There you go. That was crazy to me. I just had to turn the bot on and off. Oh, also, I want to say full transparency. Full transparency here. We successfully completed the sponsorship. We made $84 off of the Star Trek Fleet Command. I want to thank again Pablo Diablo, anyone else, Paragon as well, who helped download and install the game. We were able, exclamation point booty is gonna have to happen. We were able to make a good clean $84. That'll be paid out not this month, but sometime next month. I'm gonna be using this to go finance a stream project, and then our 10 of 10 sub goal, which we did reach technically last month in between May to June. That $50 I'm going to be putting into the PC goal. So that's just full financial disclosure of what we're doing with the stream funds. for the campaign for the ad, and then our subscriptions. So that's where we're at. I've been looking at cheap PC builds. Things are like even like $400, but I think we could go up to damn near $500 PC builds that will help me get to what I want to do. That'll still let us game and do modern gaming, like even like just Rocket League pretty well. I've been watching videos. If you're in the Discord, you'll see in video games me post about my crazy ideas on that. But at the very least, I would like to get up to $700, so then maybe just match another 700 on that, and then from like my own personal life shit, and then we can just get the PC going. Kind of bouncing my head around on that. We're thinking a pre-built though, if anything. If I go like a cheap $150, $350 PC, it will definitely be part by part. But if we're going super expensive, which I would like to do, high end, we're gonna go pre-built because that seems like the best bang for my buck for the budget, plus just ease of accessibility. Anyone out there, let me know if it sounds crazy. Let me know. But that's my direction where I'm trying to. I'm really thankful for all the support we can make off of like financially off this. So anything we can do, I'm trying to just throw back into the stream, throw back into the crazy goals, at the very least, and then that will keep me able to keep my other finances to just be on the side, pay my bills off without the stream being able to support me, because the stream doesn't support my private life. It's mostly been able to support its own things, and then like maybe like $20 here and there, just like to fuck off. But I want to say thank you. I want to pay it all back to you, because most of the times I just basically give the money back to all the streamer homies who subscribe to me. So Pablo, I'm coming for you. Zen, I'm coming for you. Dank Sauce, I'm coming for you. Yeah, that's right. Y'all, I got my subscriptions expiring on y'all, but I'm catching back up. So that's all I got for y'all on that. Check out Pablo, though. What the fuck? Cool. Glad we got that finance update out the way. Yo! Mr. Set Complete himself, Sidetrix. Yo, Sidetrix, I saw at the LGS the starter decks. I was thinking about you, bro. Also, hope you're recovering well. Hope everything's well. Just staying at the family's house with the Sidetrix fam. Thank you for the resubscription, man. Appreciate that. Where are we at, man? Oh, what? No, never mind. Wheels gifted. Sorry. Oh, my bad. Wheels gifted a subscription to Sidetrix, which is even crazier. Wheels, thank you, bro. Also, Wheels, I don't know, Wheels Sidetrix, I don't know if you guys met each other. I know we're kind of informally met in the server. I know the Sidetrix and the Sidetrix fam, Lady Sidetrix and all, from the Cream Team community, a streamer community, me, Plop Dumps, and Pablo kind of hang around in. So they're really great people, good people to know. Feel free to bullshit with them in chat. Definitely good people to be friends with. I was really shocked actually that Sidetrix was going. I didn't know he was like into Final Fantasy. Leading up to this, they were all telling me. I was like, oh, what? And then he finally cracked the box and showed off what he pulled. I was like, what the hell? So I'm actually pretty happy to see that he's going for Set Complete. And he seems like he probably might damn near be there, besides like the crazy like collector booster shit, you know? Damn, no, Wheels, I couldn't read. That was on me. I just see the 5,000 screens in front of me. Thank you, bro. That's such a kind thing to do. And I know it's probably random, the gifting. That was a good community member to help support. You get the duck emotes now, guys. You get all the cool emotes. I want to update these. I feel like we kind of got some stream continuity now, where we need to update our emotes, but I don't know what to do just yet. Okay. Saigu Wildling, search library for a basic, reveal it, put in your hand, then shuff. Okay. Tamur Devotee, very bad filter. Dang, I don't really know if I'm feeling the... And we're crashing? Oh, we're on a hype train. That's why we're crashing. What the fuck? Let's go. Sidetrix gifted 3 months of tier 1 to Lady Sidetrix. Let's go. Hey, Sidetrix paying it forward to the lady. Hey. Wow, that's nice. Thank you. And dude, and also Sidetrix helping out another great community member, Lady Sidetrix, friend of the show, friend of the channel. All right, all right. We'll bounce all straight to the rare, and then we'll hit the bowl. That's what you guys want, huh? Dragonologist. When this enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an instant sorcery or dragon from among them, put into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. Untap dragons you control have hexproof. I'm gonna have to show this to Chill, bro. I think he might like that. That's crazy. All right, now are you all going to war? What are you all doing here? Pablo with 100 biddies. Pablo, you gotta be careful with the bits, dude. You don't want to wake up Hida or Bri. They'll come at you. Thank you. Wow, man. Thank you. Aw, that's so cute. That's like legitimately cute that Sidetrix gifted a 3-month tier 1 to Lady Sidetrix. That's adorable. He's so happy when the cards come in the mail. It's cute. He gets happy even for the card holders to come. Dude, I'd be fucking giggling like a schoolgirl for the card holders. I saw Sidetrix had boxes, just like of like 50, 25 count of the plastic, what are they called? I might have them somewhere here. They're called top loaders. These hard plastic cases for the cards. And they're over COVID times, they became really expensive, very hard to get. Like bulk order. No, yeah, Pablo, I'm gonna have to go. Pablo, can you go live so I can just donate those 100 bits back? That's crazy. I'm just trying to protect you, homie. You don't want to wake up the bit monsters out here. We got whales on the channel. Oh my god, wheels. 71 bits. Did you guys hear that? That's crazy. Oh, damn. Okay, wheels. Trying to hit 100 biddies. Did you guys hear that text to speech? That was crazy. Hey, yo. All right, you guys are goofy. I guess we'll open up another pack. But then we're going to come up to the half-hour mark. We're at 25 minutes. MTG Game State was weird with the double. MTG Game State has a lot of news. It might be like honestly like a 45-minute episode. What the fuck? What just happened? Why are my ears hurting? Citrix going stupid hard, gifting the community. What? 5 tier 1 subs? That's so nice, dude. RPK, Royal Phantom King in the mix? Okay. Yo, thanks, Citrix. Thanks for hooking up the community, bro. The hell? It's crazy that the names are... We gotta make that larger. Welcome to the community, everybody. Yeah, dude. Hype train's hyped. What, are you trying to go for like a specific emo? Is that why you guys are doing this? I hope we can unlock one of them. Those look pretty cool. Damn. All right, well, Sidetrix, that means we gotta open up 2 packs at once. We're gonna have to just burn through these packs for you, man. And then we're gonna get into what's going on with the MagicCon Atlanta news and all the sets coming up ahead. Because I found out, so Final Fantasy packs retail for $8 because it's a specialty set. All the other booster packs will go back to being $5. I thought at PAX East, when they announced that the packs retail for $8, it's technically $7, but where I live it's $8. I thought they meant that going forward for all booster packs for Magic for Play boosters, but that was not the case. So I was a little bit, had a breath of fresh air for there. But yo, what spun me out today was I went to the cash register, and this one place I go to, so you know when you guys go to the cash register and you're like gonna get $1.50 in change, and the cashier's like, do you have 50 cents? Because I could just give you back change in full dollar amounts, like in bills. I kind of don't care about doing that shit because I like keeping my change. So, speaking of change, Wheels, that's nasty. Wheels is on a bit. He's a bit lord now. I think that's like 174 bits or something. So this cashier always, holy shit. this cashier always always does this, where he's like, he has like a shit ton of change lying around, so he could just give me dollar amounts back, and I don't have to get like quarters and shit back. And I'm always asking him like, yo, why are you doing this? Similar to like, I'm like, Wheels, why are you donating all these bits? And he's like, oh, I figured people don't have pockets or wallets, so they don't want to carry change anymore, so I'm just trying to help you out. And I'm like, yo, I pulled out the wallet Pablo gave me, who I followed on Instagram, actually. I followed that leather worker on Insta. But I was like, yo, I have my wallet. I actually like change. I don't care about like adding up the difference. And he's like, yo, can you add up the difference, please, bro? I don't know. He's just always a stickler about it, and we had like a mental battle over it, and I feel crazy. Like I feel like I'm having a Jerry Seinfeld moment where I'm like being crazy for asking for like some stupid simple thing. I talked with some friends earlier about it. They don't understand me, but they still listened. I appreciated that. Even some close friends in IRL. I was like, oh, thank you. But I don't know. They're like, yo, don't you want the dollars? Like, why do you want to hold change? I'm like, I cash it at the end of the month. What do you mean? I did. I was like, license and registration, please. I was like, yes, sir. Anyways, I don't know. I was just like, yeah, I like carrying the change because at the end of the month, I take the change that I have and cash it, and that's what I can use to put back into the stream or buy magic cards. Like, it's kind of like a treat myself. End of the month, end of the couple months, like financial save thing I do. Best thing to do is keep your change for a whole year because you get a shit ton of change that pays some bills at the end of the month. You know, at the end of the year. At any rate, Wheels, really appreciate you, bro. That was crazy. I was trying to play it off cool, but you have me shaking right now. Well, no, they're like annoyed. They're like, yo, why do we have to give you change? I'm like, do you just not have the change and you're just using the leave a penny, take a penny to do this? Like their leave a penny, take a penny has like a shit ton of quarters and shit in it. Draw a card, then may discard a card when you discard a card. I don't know. So I was just like, yo, is there like a scam here? Is this like some carnival game you guys are doing to me? I don't know. I just want the change. Just give me the change. All right, guys. Let me see the hype chest emotes. What'd you guys get? Oh. Okay. I mean, Wheels, that was his whole point. His whole point was your point. I don't use physical money enough to collect change. And I was like, what are you talking about? I mean, I guess Wheels, maybe being in a wheelchair, you kind of, I don't even know if you use pockets or how many of you do, even if you aren't in a wheelchair. I'm a pocket person. I'm a Polly Pocket. What can I say? All right, streamer luck. We got a foil signature card, a Siggy, as I like to call him. Just give me the change. I want the change. But we always get in like this mental competition, me and this guy, where he's like, he's like gobsmacked that I want change. And I'm like arguing him about this. And that makes me feel like I'm a douchebag. Like I should just be grateful and just be like, okay, thank you, sir, bye. I'm not gonna be bullied by the cashier. I'm sorry. Sorry your job sucks, dude. We'll figure it out together, but like, come on. Anyways, I'm not trying to hate on no one for anything. Like, I've done all the jobs, I've done it all, I get it. I'm just more so like, what's the deal here? What's the game? What's the scam here? Why are you trying to do this? Not like I'm getting scammed or ripped off. It probably is just like something that helps them. Them like, he's annoyed that I'm pushing up against. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I want the change. Give me the change. Change gate, guys. I don't know, man. I think I should just quit being a douchebag, right, Wheels? Fuck you. No, deadass. I felt like I was a douchebag. I was like, okay, I should just pick my hills to die on. That one just didn't seem like it. I take the bus though. I like using change. I take public transportation. Sometimes my bus card. Man, you guys are all in the future. I'm just in the 90s. No, Pablo, don't one up that. Don't Have you had a store cashier ask for a tip yet? Yeah, my 7-Eleven, the one does. I don't tip them, but like I don't hate on them for doing it. Dunkin' Donuts all does it. Chipotle always did it when I worked at Chipotle. I don't know how I feel about that shit yet. And they just have the tip thing. They don't pull the POS thing, and it's just like a coin thing, you know? Dude, even fucking gas stations are starting to pull out tip coins. Like, tip your gas station. Yeah, it's like crazy. They're hurting. Delay mode, and we're delaying, and we're delaying. Oh, you mean the chat on the Streamlabs chat thing, Wheels? Yeah. I'm figuring it out as we go. Yeah, I'm in the back end real quick. I'm in the back end. Alright, anyways. At any rate. Yeah, on screen it's delayed, yeah. When this creature enters, destroy target non-basic land and opponent controls, its controller searches their library for a basic land, put it on the battlefield tap with the stun counter on. Oh, what the hell? Whoa, I don't do a lot of self-checkouts. But do the self-checkout ask for tips now, Lady Sidetricks? That's crazy. Who are you tipping? I mean, I hope it's gonna get split to all the employees. Like, I'm not tripping on that, but who are you tipping? What's going on there? Alright, I think we're already pulled up, guys. Card of the night. These cards were kind of nonchalant. Pull of the night. Wasn't anything really too crazy. I mean, Dragonologist was cool. Gives dragons untapped hexproof and all that. But Magmatic Hellkite destroys lands. That was nice for a 4-drop package. Voice of Victory. I didn't really even read. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Actually, card of the night. I was going to say the art card, foil signed art card. Shout out Kevin Glint for Narset Jeskai Waymaster. But pull of the night, card of the night, actually. Out of nowhere, random change. Voice of Victory, 2-drop, 1/3 human bard with mobilize 2. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. That's what's important to us right there. So let's pull of the night. Yo, you got me fucked up, Lady Sideshow. That's crazy to me, dude. I mean, I'm not hating. I don't know how I feel about it. It's just... Is that different? Is the world changing? Did time stop on us, guys? Let me know. Alright, that being said, we're queuing up to MTG Game State. Five and three. My hotkeys, I'm getting my hotkeys. Let me see. If you guys are looking for cheaper booster boxes online, download the shop app. All the card shops that use Shopify is on there. So you can search it for cheap boxes from small mom and pop shops around the country. Is it literally called the shop app? Is that Sidetricks real quick? Is that on the shop app? That's crazy. Sorry, I'm turning off the Star Trek Fleet campaign app. It's done. It's done, guys. All right. I'm going to catch up with chat, but I'm going to be breezing through this information. Anything you guys want to be hyped up on, I got you. But we're going in 3, 2, 1. All right, what's going on, guys? MTG Game State, welcome in. I got you guys on the newest announcements for Edge of Eternities. We have MagicCon Vegas fully underway, which is kind of crazy. And from that, we got reveals on Edge of Eternities and Avatar: The Last Airbender, plus a couple of other things for Magic the Gathering going forward. If you're new to Magic or you don't even play but you're interested, I think this is going to be a good jumping on point coming off of Final Fantasy X MTG, just because this is not an IP crossover set anymore. We're going into straight real stuff for MTG, and the first sci-fi crossover at that. So this is going to be a long one. Stick in. Here we go. All right, so what are we doing here? What's the move? What's the vibe? Real quick, I just wanted to say we are in the middle of, today is June 20th, 2025. We're in the middle of the first day of Pro Tour, first day of Las Vegas MagicCon, and they announced some cool formats coming up with Magic cards. So announcing Commander play events featuring Sealed and Two-Headed Giant. So get ready to go play Commander with friends both old and new at your local game stores, aka your LGS. On the Wizards Magic the Gathering website, you can locate your LGS, but you probably know where your comic book store or local card store is at any rate anyways. But if you don't, now you know. Starting with Edge of Eternities, we'll be launching more specialized Commander events at participating Wizards official stores, WPN game stores. These offer new ways to play and new ways to earn special promo cards, previously called Commander Party Promos. These can be earned at any eligible Commander play events, starting with Edge of Eternities. That way you can score sweet promos regardless of your preferred way to play Commander. These new play events include Commander Box League and Two-Headed Giant Commander Night. Here's everything you need to know ahead of the time. So Commander Box League is basically going to be, you're going to construct a 60 card deck out of the context of a single play booster box and any number of basic lands. You can include, I'm going to skip all of this because this is just like cool, like flop. You can include anything open inside your play booster box, but not any promos you receive. That means you can include the contents of any box topper packs, but not a buy a box promo. So in review, you crack a box, you and your buddy crack a box, and then you build a 60 card deck out of whatever you can from the box. Your deck can include multiple copies of cards you open with the same name. You ignore the color identity rule in deck building. Playing any legal commander you open, then fill your deck with the cards of any color. Okay, so this seems like it's just actually, I should really reread. This is going to be, you build a commander deck that's 60 cards without worrying about the commander's color identity. That's actually pretty sick. I think the professor might have done this for box battles. Whatever. You ignore the color identity rule in the deck building. Play any legal commander you open, which is a legendary creature. Then fill your deck with cards of any color. The color identity of your commander still applies to cards like Arcane Signet to explicitly refer to the color identity. Games are played in pods of 3 to 4 players with normal commander rules. You start at 60 life, track commander damage, and so on. We previously hosted these kinds of events at MagicCons, and we're excited to bring them to your local game store. So this will be happening at your Edge of Eternities pre-release on July 25th to the 31st. So next month. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then also, there's going to be Two-Headed Giant Commander Night. Usually Two-Headed Giant is an event that you would do at a pre-release or like a special type tournament event. So looking to share the joys of Commander with your friend at Two-Headed Giant Commander Nights, players can join forces in 2-on-2 games. Here you'll team up with another player of your choice or be paired with another attendee for some casual multiplayer games. This is usually like kind of a fan favorite. It's not like no one's really playing Two-Headed Giant outside of the game store. I'd say Two-Headed Giant Commander is really fun to do at the LGS, especially at pre-release. Definitely get at it if you can, because there's going to be rewards for getting into these types of events. And it seems like now just they're making these all general vanilla events at the game stores for Magic Nights, which is nice. So find your local game store. I'm not going to do it for you. Real quick, collecting Edge of Eternities, a first look. I wanted to just talk about Edge of Eternities. They released, we got some spoilers. We got a little taste of what's coming up. I have a video we're going to watch, a 20-minute video. Kind of crazy. But I think it's going to be pretty sick. I just want to go over the finances of what's going to be happening, what the packs are, what the set codes and all that are. So expansion symbols, this is going to be the main set, I believe. This is probably going to be the special set within a set logo. Looks like we got special guests returning, and then this could be the Commander expansion set. So Edge of Eternities set code, I was right. Edge of Eternities Commander set code. Okay, that makes more sense with the shield. And then Stellar Sights set code, which is a set within a set. Special Guests set code, which is a set within a set. So Edge of Eternities is legal in all formats. The Commander, Stellar Sites, and special guests are Commander, Legacy, and Vintage legal. Okay, that's cool, and we'll see what these are, probably in spoilers as the months move along. Website for Edge of Eternities right here. Can I click it? August 1st is the release date. We talked about this last week, actually, so we were already ahead of the curve. And then I just want to see the MSRPs. A play booster will go back down to $5.49. Perfect. Collect your boosters will be $24.99. A commander deck will be $44.99 if we're lucky. And then a bundle for all of your a bundle, which is like a bundle box, will be about $53.99. Most interesting. So, okay, important dates. Edge of Eternities, the story and audiobooks. So now MTG always has like a story, and they kind of become more digital than they were paper books moving forward through time, you know? But it seems like we're getting audiobooks, which I'm a little bit interested in. And I kind of listened to a little bit of it. It's a little bit interesting. I'm a fan of audiobooks, so we'll give it a try. Magic Story is pretty interesting, like 5 million fucking times, but the Magic Story is honestly very interesting. No matter what set you're looking at, the worlds are always pretty fleshed out. Albeit some people are pretty critical of some of the modern day storytelling and how they get the writing across. It used to be better in the book format, I think. But hey, I don't know, pick your poison, figure it out, let me know. At the very least, you get an audiobook. So if you're trying to just kill the time, try to get into the Edge of Eternity story, the very first science fiction magic set. The debut will be July 8th for Edge of Eternities. You'll get the full card image gallery by the 18th of July. Pre-release will be the 25th through 31st. Commander Box League will also begin around that same date. Magic Arena will get the full set released on the 29th of July, and then August 1st will be worldwide tabletop release, and then a couple extra events after. Do your own research. In the video of this, we'll have listed on YouTube. So, anyways, in the YouTube description. Can't talk. So anyways, I wanted to get into just some Edge of Eternity spoilers that got released, that got dropped. Looks like they have some special land treatments. They have some special card treatments. This looks like just could be a land. What the hell? So this is one of the special printings for the set. Probably get in the main set, but also probably for foil collector boosters. So Sothera, the Super Void. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent chooses a creature they control and exiles it. Beginning of your end step, if a player controls no creatures, sacrifice Sothera, then put a creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield under your control with 2 additional +1 counters on it. What the hell? Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent chooses a creature they control and exiles it. And at the beginning of your end step, if a player controls no creatures, sacrifice this. Wow. So it's kind of like a reverse Gonti. I like that. And so the Sothera system is where the plane we're going to be on for Edge of Eternities. The video we're going to watch next will cover a lot of what I'm kind of not filling you all in on. But I wanted to just get hyped on what we're looking at here. So the Sarima. When the Sarima enters, search your library for a legendary creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Station. Tap another creature you control. Put charge counters equal to its power on this spacecraft. Station only as a sorcery. It's an artifact creature at 7+. Station, 7+. Flying, other tap legendary creatures you control have indestructible, and it's a 5/5. So this is kind of like a different concept on vehicles. It doesn't look like we're going to be crewing vehicles to turn them into creatures. It looks like we're going to get them as an artifact first, and then there's going to be a special criteria called Station. Tap another creature you control, and put charge counters equal to its power. So this is kind of like a different type of way to crew. And our station reminder is here. When we get to 7+, we'll get this creature ability. So it's kind of like a prototype crew hybrid ability I'm seeing here. I don't know, pretty interesting. A little extra legs, though. What I was hyped to see was the Tezzeret art we were seeing when they teased the big return to him. We got him back as a colorless planeswalker. He's not blue. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a loyalty counter on him. He has a 0 untapped target artifact or creature. If it's an artifact creature, put a +1 counter on it. -3, search your library for an artifact card with mana value 1 or less, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And then -7, you get an emblem with. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put 3+1 counters on target artifact you control. If it's not a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot artifact creature. I thought that was really interesting. Thought that was cool. Pretty cheap entry for a cool Planeswalker story character. Sammy, Ship's Engineer, was spoiled. I saw this in the Discord. Shout out Meat Juices, aka Hida. He dropped this in the Discord. I thought this was cool. Legendary creature, Human Artificer. It's 4-drop, 2 red and a white. Beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, create a tap 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Kind of annoying. I can see this, but it's in red and white, so I'm wondering where we're going to be. But we are getting Artificer as a creature type, so we're going to see that probably around red, white, and blue for sure for Artificers. Okay? And last but not least, we're getting a new land type, but they do have the type of lands in them, so they're fetchable, which is beautiful, and that means Standard and Modern are going to pop off if these are good. So, as this land enters, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. Oh, it's just the Pain lands. Okay, my bad. We got fetchable Pain lands. What the hell? Yeah, my bad. It's just what the hell? It's just the fetch lands. I'm tweaking out. My bad, guys. It's just Breeding Pool, Sacred Foundry, Godless Shrine. Holy crap! You act like I've never played this game before. I had these cards. Stomping Ground. Okay, so these are gonna be stupid cheap. These are like $15 cards. So these might go down a bit now that they're in Standard. What the hell? And I believe these are the allied colors. I don't think these are enemy colored fetch lands. Wow, you got me fucked up, guys. So those are the spoilers. We're just going to keep moving. Last but not least, since MagicCon, they announced Avatar The Last Airbender spoilers. I'm not going to go over this whole crazy article. It's like a little bit too long because we got more to keep up with. But we're getting art by Brian Konietzko, the creator of Avatar. So one of the illustrators of Avatar The Last Airbender. My apologies. And I thought this was really cool because this is it's not a Wooburg. It's only 4 colors. So we're getting Ang, however you want to say it. Flying Firebending 2. Whenever you Waterbend, Earthbend, Firebend, or Airbend, draw a card. Then, if you've done all 4 this turn, transform Avatar Ang. Crazy. Ang, Master of Elements. Legendary creature, Avatar Ally. Spells you control cost Wooburg less, so he does kind of care about Wooburg. Could be a Wooburg commander then. At the beginning of each upkeep, you may transform Ang, Master of Elements. If you do, you gain 4 life. Draw 4 cards, put 4+1 counters on him, and he deals 4 damage to each opponent. Damn, so he's just going to care about flipping himself over and over again. Also, Moon Mist is going to hit him, so Moon Mist is going to go up even more. I don't know, I'm kind of just taking this in, reading it live. I didn't like really look into this before. This is like my live reaction right now. This is kind of nasty. I'm not really into anything more than 3 colors, but it's nice getting a 4-color commander. And he's an ally, actually. What the hell? Does that mean the ally creature type is going to return? Featured on Zendikar originally? Okay. Okay. So, moving on, we're going to get into... this was at MagicCon Vegas from the panel. This just dropped about, like, 4 hours ago. I wanted to watch it, actually, because I think it's interesting. It's Going Galactic in Edge of Eternities with the Magic Story podcast. I wanted to watch this real quick and chill. It's just going to be a quick 24 minutes. I want to see what they're going to talk about, what we missed. Because at MagicCon Chicago, I caught the panel live. Thought it was really interesting, really cool. And we talked about it at MTG Game State. So we'll keep it up on this one. And I'll catch up with chat. And we'll all talk and hang. So let's see what's going on, see what we missed. If you can get to Vegas, here we are. This is my experience with you. You kind of do need a doctor in Magic to understand this, Wheels. I've been playing for too damn long.
Sir, looks like we've got a request for access to the Eternity Column. It's an out-of-system craft with a build I've never seen before.
Interesting. Looks like a 2-pilot ship with 1 additional passenger. Do we have a read on where they're coming from?
It's some planet I've never heard of.
What's it called?
Renton.
Well, wherever they're from, their frequency is open. Transmitting greeting now. Let's give them a pinnacle welcome.
The Magic Story podcast, we read you. You're clear for entry.
Why does it say 2023? I bet you this set was developed in 2023. Welcome to the Sothera system. The hell? I'd say it's never too late. It's only if you're really interested. Once you catch the bug, you just get to know how to play Magic.
Of all origins, welcome back to the Magic Story podcast, where your guide
And we're lagging.
explains characters
And we're lagging? What the hell?
and stories
We're lagging?
of Magic's multi.
I did watch some of the Pro Tour side tricks. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I didn't see who has won anything. All right, so we got a little bit of lag. My bad, guys. That was crazy, even at 360p. So let's just catch back up. I'm gonna have a lot of fun editing this in the VOD. And we're closing tabs, and we're closing tabs. And we're closing tabs.
Listeners, galactic voyagers, and planeswalkers.
Damn, this is
of all
crazy.
origins, welcome back
Guys,
to
you're
the
watching
Magic
a show fail live.
Story podcast. We're your guide to the planes, characters, and
All right, we're in.
stories of
I was like, yo, what the hell?
As always, I'm your co-captain, Natalie.
And I'm your other co-captain, Heartless. And folks, it has never been a better time to be.
And we're
a Magic
stable,
Story
and we're
fan.
stable.
We just showed off the first look of Edge of Eternities, which is, of course, the newest Magic set, which takes place in the far reaches of the multiverse.
Yeah,
Now,
they don't
only
they don't
showed off
like
a handful of
doing
cards
draft
in
and
the
Pro
set.
Tour. Some of
I
those
can
guys.
already
I like
feel
doing the
people
drafts.
pulled into the
I love
set.
doing draft. I think it's
Pulled
one of the best
in?
parts
Are
of
we sure
Magic.
that isn't the black
One of my
hole
favorite parts
in
of
the center of
Pro
that
Tour as
scene?
well.
Okay, that could be part of it. But the main reason is that this set is just very cool.
It is.
And that's
I'm in
why
the
we're
audio
making
world.
Story front and center. So following the preview panel at MagicCon Las Vegas, we released the Planeswalker's Guide and the first episode of Edge of Eternity's main story. which
But
is
yeah,
written
this
by
Pro Tour
Scott
seemed pretty good.
Johnson.
A
And to
lot
make sure
of
as many
pros,
people
a lot
as
of new
possible
names
can
as well.
experience
I
it,
saw
we
at the beginning
partnered
because
with
I watched the
professional
first like
voice actor
hour,
Jesse Inakala
like on
to
and off.
narrate the entire main story and all of the side
So this is the guy on the
It's a
audiobook.
novel
Okay,
work
that's
of magic
crazy.
fiction for you to listen to.
I listened to a little bit of
Right.
the audiobook,
Now, with
like a
audiobooks
couple of
rolling out
seconds.
over the next couple days, we want to make sure everyone is prepped for their journey into the Edge. Now, normally, this is where I'd say join us as we head into the multiverse. But this time, we're
Damn,
going
Citrix, the
a
guy
little bit
misplayed. That guy might get
How about
kicked out.
Join us as we head
They'll catch
to
it.
the Edge of Eternities.
They'll redo it.
Let's go with that.
They might
So,
kick him
Edge
out
of
at the end of the night tonight. We'll see. And we're lagging, we're buffering, and we're lagging and we're buffering.
Eternities doesn't take place in a plane per se. It's a bit funkier than that, which is going to be a running theme here. We're stepping outside the known multiverse into an uncharted realm.
That's right. So, an easy way
Hey,
to
yo.
think about this is imagining the whole realm of magic as an orange.
What?
Now, the multiverse we are familiar with, planes like Zendikar, Ravnica, Theros, Innistrad, those are inside of the orange, so the part that you eat. Then we get to this set, which takes place
They're really using the orange.
Edge. Now, the edge you can think of as the skin of this multiversal orange. It surrounds the multiverse, it holds it in its shape.
Damn, so they fucked up the Pro
operates
Tour
a lot in
town
the
system. What
same
the hell?
way, with the same rules.
Yeah, I
as
hate that. No one
classic
Sometimes they'll make
multiverse.
slips and no one
But you'll
catches it.
learn
They're
that
gonna
things
they're gonna
that
recall it at the end of
they're
the
not
night if
quite
they don't do anything
what
about
they
it
seem.
like
The
now.
Edge is, well, it's space. It has planets, stars, asteroid belts, pretty much everything you'd expect to find out in the great unknown. And in this set, we're venturing into what's called the Solthera
Space.
system.
I hope we get like a
Here,
Portal
one set of
reference card.
planets surrounds a supermassive black hole called Solthera.
No, but for real,
And this
because
is vaster
last
than
Pro Tour,
anything we've ever seen.
Amsterdam Pro
And we're
Tour,
only getting
a dude they caught
slice of
cheat,
what it has to
and at the end of
offer.
the night
There's a
they
lot of
revoked
classic magic
his
concepts
stats. So
that
they'll
have been reinterpreted
they'll add
through
it
the
all up at the
lens
end.
of
That's why I'm
science
saying I know that
fantasy.
shit.
That's right. So, for instance, we've already seen the Kav, which are a spacefaring version of Dominaria's Kavu. Now, while past Kavu were kind of these like mindless.
At
beasts, these are a grizzly.
Everyone was really
species of
excited seeing the
Lunar.
Kavus come back.
And we
This
get
was
insects, though,
revealed
like a
at
Ravnica.
MagicCon
Here,
Chicago.
they're
Oh, and then the
terrible
bug
to
guys
fight
too
rather
were
than
they told us about
sticking to
them
the
too.
sewers.
And I love seeing the ways that different forces are reacting to the unique challenges of deep space. And in the story, the two largest forces are the summists and the monoists. These are cosmic
Heyo.
faiths that are locked in an interstellar war.
Now, the black hole at the center of the system Sothera is the latest battleground
Whoa.
in this interstellar.
Yo, this
conflict.
set is actually looking hyped on the
Monoists
story.
are feeding this black hole in hopes that it consumes all the planets surrounding it, while the summists are fighting this entropy.
I love this art.
and
Everyone's going crazy at
apparently
this
trying to
in,
reignite this black
Chicago
hole and turn
MagicCon.
it back into a star.
Hey, look, I'm prone to doom scrolling as much as the next person, but I have to wonder, why exactly do the monoists want to turn everything into black holes? And how are the summists enforcing this like anti-entropy doctrine?
Fair questions.
We're getting some Warhammer type space people.
So to help us explain the more esoteric aspects of this setting,
Damn,
we will
esoteric,
pause
huh?
for an expert on anything and everything cosmic. And we certainly got one, with world building game designer Laurel Pratt joining us for this interstellar adventure. Laurel, welcome to the podcast for the very first time.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
So tell us a little bit about what you do here at Wizards.
So I started my journey at Wizards.
World
working on
building
campaigns.
game designer.
I
Let's
moved
go.
on to Aether Drift for a bit, and then I was brought on to the Edge of Eternities to do both card concepting and later
And we're lagging? And we're lagging?
to lead creative text writing.
So tell us a little bit about what card concepting entails.
So card concepting is when we
That's crazy what we're lagging. What's going on with my internet?
take mechanics that game design gives us, individual cards, and then we look at the world building that's already been done. So big shout out to Miguel, by the way, he was the set lead for the set. And we look at how best we can sort of marry these two things together. How can we exemplify the world building that we've put a lot of work into and make it make sense with these mechanics?
I absolutely love card concepting. I think it's so fascinating. I know Neil, we talked a little bit with Neil about it when we did Bloomborough and a couple other sets, and it's just so
We gotta
much goes
dive
into
in on
it,
this
and
one.
It really has to, like you said, it has to fit in the world, but it also really has to make sense with that mechanic. And so what a challenge to do that for, I mean, hundreds of cards per set?
Yeah.
In like a 4-week period, I want to say that I'll read about like 80 cards.
Damn, what the
That's
hell?
a lot.
Wow, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Hugely important job. And so I'm hoping
This is a
to be
pretty
able to
cool
talk
job,
a little bit
actually.
more about these two warring faiths going on, the monoists and the summists. What can you tell us about them?
So much. Let's look at the
She wrote all the
monoists
cards.
first. So they would describe themselves as an entropic death cult. Their faith sort of centers around this idea of the next
Damn.
eternity, which is this kind of Elysian world that they believe exists when you fall into a super void or a black hole. Now, most people would tell you that falling into a black hole kills you, and they would tell you that's the point.
Adam
But they
Paquette,
would
one of my
also
favorite
tell you that
artists.
inside this black hole is kind of their idea of salvation. It's sort of this embracing of fatalism. So if everything is someday going to collapse down into these black holes, then they would almost rather view that process as like a guiding hand towards a perfect world rather than some sort of inevitable tragedy.
Yo, I want a
Now,
magic mug. What
question.
the hell?
Is it that they feel that, is this like the ultimate test of faith, where they aren't really sure what's on the other side of that or what happens next? And they're completely like accepting this blind faith that because this is inevitable, that it's right and they should just submit to whatever happens after that? Or is
Whatever
it just
happens,
the
happens
sheer
type
act
life?
of flinging themselves into the black hole and just going with what they know is already going to happen? Or maybe a combination of both?
I think that there is quite a bit of blind faith mixed in there. You know, they're despite being called the monoist, probably not a full.
Yo, we're getting a lot of Adam
In
Paquette art.
fiction,
Let's
we'll
go.
see,
I don't even think they
a
told us he
character
did
sort of
this.
wrestling
Or I
with
wasn't paying attention to
Chaos.
artist credits
But
early
in
on.
general, they really do believe that this next eternity is waiting for them. They have this, most of their belief comes from this mythic figure that they have who's called the Immortal Faller. Supposedly the first one to fall into a super void. The Immortal Faller has a song.
Oh,
he's
damn.
said to be
Guys,
able
pardon
to
the
be
lag.
heard, like divine, from every super void. And I think sort of the idea there is that everyone will follow their own path, but they'll eventually all come and they'll unite on this final note of this song. And this final note is maybe the next eternity?
Or the final note of this song.
We're getting some like Tolkien with the
What
song,
about
the songs and
other,
shit. I'm seeing that.
like the exact opposite of the monoists here, called the summists.
The summists, if the monoists want to collapse everything down into one point, then the summists are expansionists. And I don't just mean that in a like taking over other people's planets kind of way. I mean, they might.
Yeah, these guys seem
but
kind of like
their
bad
actual
guys.
ideology is around literal expansion. So they're combating the collapse of these super voids.
Warhammer-
and in fact, sometimes
Warhammer
even
faction.
attempting to reignite them into stars. Their goal is this idea of increasing the greater sum. It's this sort of utilitarian calculation that they run that they will put more out into the world than they will take away.
That
Which
art
sounds
also
really
looked
nice on the
pretty
surface,
sick.
but in that
This is
sort
all
of
stuff that we've already
dogmatic
seen,
and
though.
unequivocal
I'm
way, it
seeing
can be
some new kind of ish.
applied to kind of justify anything.
But we're
so
getting,
long as
as
the
far as like
outcome is
world
greater
and where we're
than
at,
what is
though,
taken
this is all
away.
new, like
It's just math,
information
is what
wise.
they would tell you. And what
Visually,
they've
though,
certainly
we're
told
seeing
their
kind of a lot of the
initiates.
same stuff.
It's interesting because I feel like that's also just like
But I'm
very
excited about the
human
audiobook.
to
I'm not
be
even gonna
like,
lie. I was like,
my
yo, I caught onto that
existence
right
at
away. I
all
was like, audiobook?
costs, right? Like the continuation of the human race at all costs. And it's almost like baked into our DNA. It's like survival instinct is a big part of it, right? So I think that's just so fascinating.
Yo, the
and
Kavus in
also
space is going to go hard. I think
different.
they're going to be Red, Green,
I
Land,
just
Destroy
think
as well
it's
for the
fascinating that
commander.
it's all about math. Like
There's
you
also
said,
only 2
whereas, like,
commander
this
decks this year.
They think
Or for
very
this set.
logical. You know,
Yes,
like
it's
very pragmatic.
very
Yeah.
black and white for
Yeah.
them for certain.
Yeah, it's just fascinating.
But the summists and the monoists are not the only ones with their eyes on the supermassive prize here. There's one familiar face out here in the edge.
They're really
trying
focusing
to
on the
turn
summists
our
and
attention
monoists,
to
which is just
Tezeret.
the mono white and mono black faction. Yeah, what's going on with this guy? Pardon me,
Now,
excuse me, sorry.
Natalie, as we've mentioned before on the podcast, you have a bit of a special connection to Tezeret. So tell us again, remind us how you first met this guy.
So Tezeret was actually the very first Planeswalker that I ever opened in a booster pack.
Oh,
And
what the
I
heck?
remember thumbing through the cards. This was like many, many years ago, and I saw this mysterious cyborg-looking guy. I knew nothing about Magic with this cool robot.
Yeah, Tezzeret's cool,
hand, and it
badass, but he's a bad guy.
It made me want to know. You know, I wanted to know everything.
Good
about
planeswalker,
him,
actually, for
and
artifacts.
It was this awesome moment that kind of kicked off this Magic story journey. Like that's where I started, which of course brought me here.
And we're lagging?
So we kind of have Tezeret to thank for this podcast existing.
Which it makes, I think, a total of 1 good things that Tezeret has.
Find
ever
out he's not a
done.
great guy, but yeah.
Is this going to be more podcasts with
Pretty
these two?
much.
That'd be pretty cool.
An open and shut bad guy wherever, whenever he shows up.
I'm in the squeaky chair.
Now, Tezeret from birth has had
I've
an
never seen that
affinity
art before in
for
my
2
life. What the
things
hell?
And 2 things only, and that is, of course, metal and crime. The former. He
Also,
used
have
to
never
augment
seen this
his
art before in my
body
life
with
either.
all
What the hell?
Sorts of enhancements, which led to that robot arm that drew you in, and the latter helped build an interplanar crime syndicate.
No big deal. He soon found himself in the service of a familiar master. We know him as Nicol Bolas.
Yes,
While
sir.
Tezeret always had bigger ambitions, it's hard to overthrow an elder dragon on the precipice of godhood. But when Bolas fell, Tezeret was in search of a new master, and we remember he certainly found one, Elish Norn.
And what a lucky connection that was.
Yeah.
Being very sarcastic here.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
Tezeret was being torn apart, not emotionally. This man has never felt remorse in his life, but because of a massive artifact that he'd absorbed.
He's Iron Man.
So he made a deal with Elish Norn.
He's
to
bad guy
share
Iron
the
Man,
idea.
basically.
He would ferry
For
control
those of you who
into
don't
the
really,
multiverse, and
like,
she would
aren't keeping
provide
up.
him with an
They're talking about bad guy
indestructible
Iron Man.
dark steel body.
So Tezeret did eventually get that dark steel body, even if it nearly killed him.
This would be a great podcast as
Now
I'm
he's
talking about
striking
stuff like
out
this,
on his
though.
own, which means, well, more crime and more technology. And now we're wondering, you know, like, what are his plans now that he's in this far out setting.
This might surprise you, but it's more crime.
Oh,
Okay, he arrived in the edge by yet unknown means, and immediately just got
Oh?
into that criminal business, making connections.
'cause Planeswalking's
illicit
not around
trade,
anymore, and they had the
all the good
Planar
stuff.
Bridge
I'm not
shit,
surprised.
but he didn't take that. So how'd he get there?
And I love that for him. We really do. His victims, not so much.
It's nice to have a black and white baddie sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
we don't have to say, well, but nope. We
Nope.
just go, oh, it's Tezzeret doing bad stuff.
He just wants to go rob. He
And
wants to commit
now,
crime.
in fact, has his sights on something grander on the horizon.
Oh, he's like kind of like gonna be like the space
but
bounty bad guy.
I
Okay, he's
can't
like a
tell you
Jabba the
any more
Hutt,
than
maybe.
that, because if I did, he would
Not
come
my-
to my house
my-
and kill me for giving him away. So instead,
My brain's
you're
cranking.
just gonna have to read the fiction to find out. what
Pardon
he's
me.
up
Excuse
to.
me. Pardon me.
But he has hired a couple of scum of the earth scoundrels to get that work done for him.
Sounds very Tezzeret.
This type of people.
Very Deseret.
Yeah.
So
Space bad
on
guys.
the topic of Tezzeret,
Yo, why you look old
the
as
build
shit,
is hard
homie?
at MagicCon Las Vegas, but I just have to bring it up here. This Tezzeret Cruel Captain. This is, of course, the Planeswalker card for Tezzeret in the set. This is the first time we're seeing a colorless Tezzeret Planeswalker. He's
Yeah,
really
I
mono blue,
pointed
so
that
that's super
out. Didn't I
exciting.
point
But
that
what I
out?
really, as usual, want to draw your attention
This is a
to
cool-
is
we
the
didn't see
art
this before.
itself. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just really. I love this pose. He feels more in power here than we've
Oh,
really seen him before.
Absolutely. Like,
He looks like
Damn.
he's not under someone's heel for
yeah,
once.
yeah. Like, check out that new dark steel body that he's got. You know, like he's
And we're
looking
lagging?
cooler than ever at this point.
This is gonna be a great addition.
They all
to
seem
the
pretty
Sedan
impressed by that
Chair
art. That was
table,
kinda crazy.
Is all I have to say.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Absolutely. And really a power.
That actually is
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
impressive. Never
Absolutely.
mind.
Quite the
That's
lead
sick.
he's got going on
Yo,
there.
why does
I kinda-
Tezzeret have good
I
art?
actually think I kind of have a similar
Oh,
art.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
hold on.
No, this is his throne. Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, it
This
almost
is my throne.
it's
Yeah.
almost as powerful of a sit as Ob Nixilis.
I was just about to say from
in
Streets of New Capenna.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that just gives Ob Nixilis vibes. Like
That's my favorite sitting in a chair card, I have to say.
with the suit and everything. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
This pose right
So
here.
it sounds
This
like
pose.
Everyone in the edge is just trying their absolute
So why do
best to
people hate
be an
Planeswalkers so
optimal
much?
card.
Like the Commander Rules Committee didn't
I've
really like
seen
them.
a handful of cards from the set, and they really
Planeswalkers
give
make the
you
game kind of
like a
clunky.
sense of
Sometimes
just
they leave you
the
exposed
scale.
to where
Yeah,
people just bully them off the
absolutely. And you
board.
see Sothera
When they do
lingering in the
work, it
background
makes the
of
turns
space
go for
on
like
basic
30
hand
minutes.
cards or massive
I run a
ships
Planeswalker
on
deck, so I
space
know
craft
this. I'm not
cards.
like
This is
being
larger
mean.
than
It's just
pretty
like it's
much
just the truth.
anything we've seen
But
in
a lot of the
Magic,
reason
and
why
that's
they
just what
don't
we
like
showed off at
Planeswalkers is
MagicCon Las
a lot of
Vegas.
Magic
Now
players
that
think
we've
they
met the
suck
power
uh,
players of
in that
Sothera,
format.
I want to talk about
But they
the ones
also,
they're
when
fighting
they're
for.
actually good,
Oh,
they
it's
just
nothing
take a
major,
long
it's just
time, and
the
they're
fan
really hard
resistance
to
is all.
remove
No
when
big
they
deal.
are good. It's like they're like either really shitty because everyone bullies them off the board, or they're like still on the board, no one dealt with
So
it, and
the
they're annoying.
Monoliths and the
I,
Summits
I
have
think
been
that's why
battling
they
for
don't, why the
control
rules
of
committee at
Sothera,
that
the
time
Super Void.
before
The
Wizards
Monoliths
took
want to
over
feed and grow
didn't
this
like
black hole, while the
Planeswalkers.
Summits are trying to
Good question.
reignite
Good
the
question.
Super Void and turn it
Good
back
question.
into
Good
a
question.
star.
So to put that a little more crass, we have throw everything into a black hole and defeat the inevitable crawl of entropy.
I'm in the
Those
squeaky
are pretty
chair.
high level conflicts, right? But if you hear it from the Monoists and Summists, like they have their reasons.
Certainly. And there's a really interesting, I think, dichotomy between them. I mean, as we've said, on paper, these goals are very opposed. But when you kind of look at the motivations and the methods behind it, you actually kind of start seeing
Dang.
some parallels between the two. Both
Yo,
of
Magic
them
cards in
seeking
space
to
kind of
collapse,
rocks.
seeking to expand, are doing
like that art.
so
That's the main
for this
bad guy.
purpose of kind of losing themselves in a grander call. So there's almost like a loss of
Sorry, clearing out
identity,
all
I
the
think,
5,000
going
things
on
in front of
here.
my face.
On one side with the Monoists, it's like very apparent. They are literally losing themselves to these super voids, literally feeding them. On the other side with the Summists, we almost have this kind of giving up one's personal autonomy.
I like the
in favor
math
of
references we're getting in their names too.
this grander sum.
Also,
they
we're
talk
pausing
of,
real quick.
This
Let's pause,
calculation
let
that
this
they're
thing
doing,
catch up
but
since it
in
is
both
just kind of being all weird. But I like what we're seeing right here with the two the two main factions, the Monoists and the Summists. The Summists are, it's looking like the mono white faction. It seems like it's gonna be a mono-colored faction set instead of like 2 colors, 3 colors, whatever. So the mono white faction set looks like they're kind of gonna be like a very expansive territorial gaining for Super Earth type vibe place or type vibe of people. And then the Summists, or sorry, the Monoists, who are trying to give everything into the black hole and just eliminate everything into nothing back to how it started. Probably like pre-Big Bang, if we're talking our world concept. I just think that's really interesting because then we have the red, green. So maybe we have 2 mono factions with 2 dual colored factions for our 4 factions, actually. What the hell?
Both
You guys see
cases,
what I'm saying?
they're
If you've
kind
been
of
doing your research on
allowing
this set.
great ideals to dictate their lives, and taking almost comfort in that. They are trying to redefine
Because the
these
Kabus
really
are going to be,
cosmic
I don't think
scale
just green.
ideas,
I think they're going to be green, red,
that,
and
like
then
fate and entropy into things that are
everything else is going to
more
be
comforting and palatable, I guess.
like
So
blue, white.
the Summus and the Monoists really
Maybe these
take
guys might
center
be.
stage in the main story.
This could be
We'll
black,
let
green,
members
maybe.
of both
I don't know,
faiths
but
who, when their paths cross, begin to doubt
a lot of times the
what they've
cards'
been raised to believe.
colors in the
Yeah,
art
we've seen
will
massive conflicts like this
hint
before, but it's really
at
been
its
more
color
black
pie.
and white, and we see that in a lot of media.
Watery
right? Here's
Grave
the person you're supposed to
reprint. What the hell?
root for. Here's the person you're supposed to root against. But this is a clash of ideologies with 2 people who believe they are ordained by the universe to carry out these actions.
And I think a lot of people in the Edge are trying to grab the reins of destiny, like for themselves.
Yeah, everyone's trying to
right?
fight for this
Whether
black hole.
That's Sammy
Oh, what the
trying to
hell?
scrounge up some work, or the Summus seeking clarity through their faith. It reads like a response to that question of
This art's
what
sick.
role
What
do
the
we
hell?
play in the vast multiverse?
Absolutely. Now, that moment where you question what your duty is, not just to your community, but to existence, that's a pretty complex thing. It's amazing to see Magic grapple with that. Now, science fiction and science fantasy has historically examined these really tough questions through the lens of stories. Magic isn't just embracing the aesthetics of sci-fi, it's jumping into the reason that it
Whoa.
exists in the first place. which
That's
I absolutely
hyper-realistic.
love.
That's sick.
So I name dropped a character just a moment ago, and that character is Sammy. And
Yeah, let's just say,
actually
did we talk about him
haven't
before?
about them yet? What could you tell us about them?
Sammy is one of our POV characters from fiction.
Hey, yo.
But
This is gonna
in
be
a
like
world with
you
zealot
in the
knights
in the
and
game, this
literal death
character.
cults, Sammy is a little bit more of a relatable POV for the reader. They are here to do a job. They took an entry-level position.
We looked at the
maybe
spoiler
not
Sammy
actually
already
entry,
too.
But they took a position that then ballooned way out of the proportion of the initial assignment, as things, are wont to do in a sort of a sci-fi type story. That being said, I'm just going to say what I think we're all thinking. The thing that we really want to talk about with this character, because yes, they are here to do a job, but they have a personal motivation.
They're like a
outside.
Luke
And I'm not
Skywalker
gonna
character,
lie,
I feel like,
got
for the
brought
set.
in to read this fiction at the final draft. I actually hadn't touched it up until then. I was brought in for like a lore check, and you would not
Lore
believe
check.
the immediate investment I had when I found out that this character, spoilers for the very first chapter, is looking for their lost cat.
Oh, what?
It seems.
Aw.
It seems very.
Guys, spoilers.
But my God,
If
I
you're gonna get the
really
audiobook,
to
it'll be
get
linked
her
in the
to
video
find my
description.
lost
I
cat.
would too.
Spoilers.
I would too.
Absolutely. Natalie and I,
I
have
mean-
not been quiet about the fact that we have cats.
Oh,
who
what?
We are maybe a little obsessed with.
A little different type of John
I
Wick
read that,
story.
And I said, I don't need sleep. I don't need to stop work at a reasonable time. I need to know if they find their cat.
Well, that's a true question.
Did we find the cat?
Like that's what we really want to know. Let's be real,
That's
right?
what I really
Yeah.
want to know. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
Yeah. Like we are both cat people, and
Invested.
there's nothing I wouldn't do.
If you're not a
my
cat
cat.
person,
Like,
please leave.
If I'm just putting myself in Sammy's position, like you said, I would go beyond the edge. I would go into the black hole.
That's funny.
I'm converting to mono. Yes. Is my cat in here? Nope. I'm swimming back out again.
I'm going back to the Summus.
Yes.
I'll reignite it into
Hey,
a star
guys.
if I have to. Yeah.
Now, there is a
That's funny.
card
Same.
for Sammy in the set. It's called Sammy Ship's Engineer, and it features Sammy's
There's a cat.
I just want to draw everyone's attention not to the beautiful art of the actual character. Everyone look at the corner there. Little blab.
Zara Alfonso, shout out.
Oh, good.
That's
Give me
cute.
a cat deck.
That reminds me of my very first cat I had.
It
Get
has
ready.
to go in there. Yeah.
Now, I also
Aw.
just want to read this flavor text really fast because it's really cute. Whenever Sammy was down on their luck, they returned to an old comfort, the clinks and clanks of tinkering. So you really see them tinkering around in this
Nice.
shot. But look at who they're comparing.
I like this character's like vibe, like their story. They're like
It's the
tinkering and doing
cat.
shit.
So
They got a
amazing.
cat.
needs a furry companion.
Yeah, it's so relatable.
We better get Sammy's cat
And,
as a card.
I was told that there was going to be a picture of my cat. So not to plug, but go check the bio, check
Yo,
all the social
shout out
media,
Laurel's
call
cat.
your representative.
Yo,
Ask them for
pointy.
pictures of my cat.
Pointy
Well,
cat.
thank you so much, Laurel. It was such a joy to have you on today. Thanks for talking, of course, about the broader set, but, of course, we're super appreciative that we got to talk about some cats here today. We look forward to having you on again.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm happy to come back and talk more about my cat. That's what the content you guys want, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
anytime.
Pointy
Anytime.
cat.
Well, I can't wait for
Cool.
everyone
Looks like we're
to
gonna
experience
podcast
these
with these
characters,
dudes. I like
finding
this.
the answers to those questions, and of course, the answer to the most important question: where is that cat? Audiobooks for Edge of Eternities have already started releasing. We've got 11 main stories and 5 side stories releasing over the coming weeks. You can read along on Daily MTG or listen along right here on the Magic Story podcast.
More of the story.
Obviously,
Click there.
I'm a little bit biased, but you're going to want to listen to these. Jesse did a phenomenal job.
Jesse
with the
Inokalia?
characters.
Yeah.
So
I actually
excited
listened to
see
some of this.
what
He has a
does.
good deep voice.
Really
This guy's got a
takes you into
good.
that
Yeah, he's gonna be a good
wild
narrator.
space that Sothera occupies.
And if you want to be among the first to see the cards in the set, you can watch the set's debut on July 8th and pre-order the set's products from your local
Okay,
game
we'll-
store.
we'll cover
online
July 8th.
retailers like Amazon and elsewhere Magic products are sold.
Thank you for joining us on this trek outside of the multiverse this time. We'll see you out there among the stars. And until then, have a magical day.
All right, so the Magic Story podcast. I'm actually kind of liking that. I just want to click this link. Is this a YouTube page we could subscribe to? Oh, this is their link tree. Okay, guys, we'll post this in the. Who we got checking in here? Yoda Master here. Yo, welcome into the stream. We just got a shit ton of information on Magic Story. There's gonna be an audiobook if you're into the audiobook. Guys, here's the link tree for Magic Story podcast.
Check in.
I'm definitely gonna be checking that out later. 'Cause that seems interesting. Moving through though, now that we know what's going on with that, we have just final couple information and then we can get into just hanging out. We're gonna be having 2026 MagicCon lineup has been announced. I just want to watch this kind of funny little quick video. So we'll just pause the music again. Here. Yoder. What's up, brother? All right, so 2026 Atlanta. Okay. Oh, okay, it's Las Vegas, Amsterdam, and then Atlanta. This will be 2026 MagicCon lineups. No Chicago was like a gigantic missed opportunity, realistically. That kind of upsets me. But either way. So we just got told that you could do new types of Magic card drafting. There's going to be the draft a box format where you create a commander deck of 60 cards, ignoring technically your commander's color identity and just put whatever. Not ignoring the color identity, but you could ignore the one of rule in your box. So you could put multiple cards in your deck as long as they fit your color commander, your commander's color identity. So that was pretty cool. So now we have another new format dropping, a 4-player draft format. What is Pick 2 Draft? So Pick 2 Draft is our dedicated 4-person draft format, and its name tells you everything you need to know. It's designed to be played with 4 players as opposed to draft's usual 8-person pods. If you have a group you usually play Commander with, Pick 2 Draft is a great way to mix up your Magic nights. Maybe we could try this with the Discord. So Pick 2 Draft events, but we have to be in real life, so we'll figure this out. Pick 2 Draft events play out similarly, I can't read that word, to other draft events, but with a few key differences. When you open your first play booster, you take 2 cards from it and pass it to the left. You repeat this process, taking 2 cards each time and passing to the left until there are no more cards being passed. Then you open your second play booster, pick 2 cards, pass to the right. You do the same for the third play booster, taking 2 cards, passing to the left, and repeat this process of flipping left-right. After you've completed the draft, you build a 40-card deck out of cards you've drafted and any number of basic lands. You'll then play against one of the other drafters, with the winning players from the first round pairing up and the other 2 players also pairing up, so like round robin style. The winners walk away with the greatest prize of all, bragging rights plus prizes from the official event. So you can try picking up these events at your local game store, it seems. You may already have. We've been including Pick 2 Draft as part of our lineup of ticketed play and on-demand events at MagicCons, letting you meet new friends. So people at MagicCon Atlanta this year, September, we could try to do this. We'll consider it. But at the very least, it doesn't seem like these will be events at the local game store. So since this is an official format, your local game store may also host sanctioned Pick 2 events. But it's not like actually like being like forced upon them to do it. There's no like actual like, oh, on this date at your game store, come play them. Similar like the booster box draft dropping, I think that was July 21st. So that was all the information I have for MTG Game State. I wanted to keep this one more focused on information rather than my top finance picks. We're going to save that for next week. We won't have any market finance picks for this week. Just more so keeping it all focused on Edge of Eternities, Avatar set, and the Magic Cons coming up ahead / for 2025 and 2026. So no /, just right now, right here, right now. So today is June 20th, 2025. You could watch the VOD uploaded on June 21st, 2025, which will be this Saturday, tomorrow. Or if you want to watch the MTG Game State segment, it'll be uploaded to YouTube Monday, June 23rd, around midnight. So however you want to watch it, if you want to watch the full dedicated 2 to 3 hour VOD to get to the segment, go ahead. Or if you want to just watch the dedicated YouTube episode on the 23rd, let me know. Either way, we'll have video description and all that for all the links, and even the audiobook too will be linked in the description. So let me know what's going on, and let me know if you had any market watch picks that you think I should cover that I missed for this week. That'd be really interesting in the comments for the Monday video. So, okay, MTG Game State signing off. And don't think I didn't forget about Deck of the Week, you guys. Because I did. But what I'm going to be doing is doing a pre-recorded episode, and then I'm asking some of the MTG Pack boys who are in the Discord, any of their Deck of the Weeks they submitted. I'm going to be queuing them up and probably just doing pre-recorded stuff, so we don't have to necessarily do it on Friday. Here. So that's all the Magic card stuff, guys. We're going to be going into a BRB, and then I'm going to be getting the video games going and chilling. So I like the draft formats. Constructing a deck on the fly seems more fair than getting thrashed by someone who has a ton of money to buy. Yeah, it's like... so we run a Chaos Sealed event every other month. So June 30th is this one's event. It will be 6... You get 6 random booster packs. They have to be play boosters or draft boosters. You get 6 random ones, and then... It's not a draft where you take the cards and pull them out. You just open all of your packs, see what you got, then smash together a 40-card deck, and then you battle one-on-one. It's called that is a sealed event. They do those at the Pro Tour, but this is a Chaos Sealed, which gets a little janky but fun. And we're on, I believe, our 4th one so far. We have Hardcore Ashy from the UK, Britain's Finest, is our sealed champ in the Discord. He has the sealed champ role. So that's what you fight for that tournament, for that league. If anyone's interested in getting in it, even if you have just Final Fantasy boosters, let me know. We can get you in. More the merrier. It's kind of more in a depth league. We are beginner friendly. It's like not like if you're like new, like it's not like you're like excluded. But I just want to let you guys know this does get a bit more serious than just like getting a commander deck or something like that, because the time commitment is very long. Go up to 6 hours. We do stream it, and it's kind of competitive. So if you're into it, I have the event in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, !Discord. But I have that event there, and it is on my Aether Hub as well, !AE, if you want to sign up, see what I got listed. So that's that. It's kind of my wheels that I've been spinning. Enough bullshit. we're going to get into Lunar Silver Star Story. Guys, I think this is going to be, if you're trying to get stuff done, this will be your time to just grind and hang out. I am in the VC if you want to get in VC. No pressure, no otherwise. Kind of went a little early. But I felt like it's better getting on early because I'm considering the East Coast time zone. I'm Central time zone, and you guys are an hour ahead of me. So if I go at my normal time, that's pretty late for y'all. So I want to try to get on a bit early so I can meet up and match times with y'all. Be considerate at the very least for the East Coast. The West Coast is all whatever, 2 to 3 hours behind depending on where you're at in the country. Type shit, yeah. You know what I'm just saying? Like type shit, just like fucking think about the East Coast type shit. So, yeah, Wheels. I don't know. I feel like I have to get a doctorate in Magic. When you learn the rules, it's kind of fucking crazy. I'm also in the squeaky chair. The squeakiest of chairs. Type shit. Also, on some real type shit, shout out you fucking Yoda Master, dude. He's running at LHW Lucha. If you're in his community for Lucha Hardcore Wrestling, definitely get in on it. He's we do GTA style roleplay in his Discord for our wrestlers, and we do promos and all that. Follow his channel, get at him. But he has a giveaway he's doing for his merch stuff in the next 2 weeks, where you can get your wrestler going, and if you're active in promoing, you get to be considered for just the raffle for a giveaway. I think that's really cool. I don't know how he's doing. I think he's just going to collect the names of people that are promoting actively in his server and probably just like do it from there. But either way, even if you're not even into the giveaway, it's good shit just hanging out on his channel and having a good time. A lot of wrestling fans I noticed between all the communities I mix in with. Everyone pretty much is a wrestling fan on the internet and in the gaming scene. So if you're into WWE 2K25, that's what we're running on. I am technically co-owner of this establishment, and we do co-commentate on Twitch between me and him. But it's his show. I kind of just try to run in the background as much as I can. But Yoda's for real demand, the homie. The realist. But BRB, I'm going to go get my coffee. We're going to get the game turned on and everything, and we'll be back for Lunar Silver Star Story. Plop the rooms. Yeah. Here. My bad, the mic's nowhere near my fucking face.
All things are real unless you dream they're not. In your dreams, love is the plot, carried on wings of hope. Each of our souls intertwine.
We're gonna let this 90s Japanese AMV play real quick. I'm gonna get the coffee that I said I was gonna get and I never did.
When everything is pinned on a let rise the dreams of your heart. That innocent youth, careless and kind, free to roam the breeze in love. Only when two brilliantly shine as one.
Poo poo pee pee, my name's Plop Dumps. Coffee at 10 p.m. You got a fucking problem? Mind your business. Oh, but today's Plop Dumps is like that one lion with the thorn in its paw. That's cute. I always felt bad for the lion with the thorn in its paw. That was a terrible story. Oh shit. I look away and we're in a battle. Oh, what the fuck?
Check this out.
No, you're not. I have the monitor in my ears, Plop Dumps. How could you get the game audio? Are you aware that your car's insurance is expiring? Are you aware that 1 out of 10 plops could be a dump? 1 in 5 dumps says plop? But you didn't even fucking consider that, did you, dude? No. Because you're 1 out of the 2 plops that dumps. You're not 1 out of the 3 plops that plops.
Check this out.
We have no business fighting these guys.
By the power of Athena.
Yo, what's going on, Whispers? Dude, no, I'm fucking... Bro, Whispers, much like my Twitch mods, I'm riled up. I'm a menace. I'm kind of like...
Check this out.
I don't know if the group, if any of the people, any of the homies in the Packed Wiz Nation let you know that
By the power of Athena.
my coin, my change situation. No one wants to give out change. No one wants to take cash. No one wants to take cash, but no one wants to give out change. It's crazy. I'm gonna get party wiped 1 second. Just give me a second, dude. I don't know. I feel like we're getting closer to that Blade Runner society that I'm ever so scared of. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever John Connor's world. I think we're in whatever John Connor's world is, you know? 'Cause I've gotten too many times where you guys have seen it, even at MagicCon Chicago. We gotta get the fuck. We have no business going in that room. Even at the end of MagicCon Chicago, you guys saw like no one was taking cash. Like, but then no one wants to give you change. They're like, "Can you give me 50 cents so I can give you $1?" I'm like, just give me the $1.50. I don't care. I don't know. So I don't know how I'm doing Wispas. I don't know. And the other day I got attacked by a bird last week.
How long do you preheat these for a
So I don't really know how I'm doing, to be honest, bro. Are you my therapist or something? Thanks, man. I really had to get that one out. Thanks for listening to me about that. I didn't want to have to like vent, you know? I feel like it's like a negative experience. I don't want to show negative experiences, but... Alright, shut the fuck up. Let me go. Do you not have any... Oh my god, she has no... Can you use this item, please? Guys, we're on survival mode. You would think it's Shining Force, but this is Lunar. Holy shit, Wheels, you scared the fuck out of me. This is Lunar. Here, Plot Dumps. Lunar Silver Star Story, my man. Plot Dumps. This is a working designs game. This is anime cutscenes. This is originally made for the Sega CD, and they created a remaster on the PlayStation. This is actually the PlayStation version, I think, was the Americanized, localized version, was the US localized version of this game. Originally released in Japan. It does come with a cloth map and a book, a DVD, and I think a documentary, like a music DVD and a documentary. I have all these. I'm in the squeaky chair. I just gotta find out where the cloth map is and the book is. But I do have it. Shining Force was a clap, dude. That shit had me fucked up. All right, so can we kill this thing or what? I think we do 0. I think none of our attacks work on these guys, and we do 0. I don't even know what's going on with this room. I'm gonna have to read the guide, which is crazy because I didn't want to start the guide like that.
Summon elemental power.
All right, we're going to the Demon Spire part of the walkthrough. All right, why can't I beat these guys?
Check this out.
Oh, Mia and Nash can do stuff to these guys on the second and third floor. Okay, give me a second.
By the power of Althena.
Does that hurt you? Shit, what the hell? We can't use physical attacks on these guys. Guys, I think we need to party wipe that ass. We can't soft reset. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. Yo, but plop dumps, you missed it. Avatar Last Airbender X Magic cards coming to a city near you. I called him Ong.
How long do you preheat these for a cat?
I thought that was a very clever tongue-in-cheek joke. If you guys know who Ong is. M. Night Shyamalan. Only reset when saw. Ayo. Yeah, he's actually pretty cool too. He like stays on the board and just flips between his avatar state and his Aang state. Seemed really cool. Can we I don't want to save. I don't want to save. Why is this thing in my way, dude? Bro, why can't you do anything? Alright, healing nut. Defense up. Damn, they charge lightning? That's crazy. I don't know. Oh, what? I think this might hurt these guys. There we go. I think I might just have to use my main guide to get past these fucking guys, which is really annoying. So we're just gonna have to defend on all my other guys because they're gonna just waste their abilities, or at the very least they have to die.
Come on, get back on your feet.
Get back on your feet. Like that we can move our party away and let this guy handle it. Actually, that was pretty cool strategically. Yep. That was when the Fire Nation attacked. That was when the plop dumps plopped on me. Yo, why is everything coming up plop dumps right now? Are you good, dude? I don't know if I want to save after that. I don't feel good. I don't feel good about it. Not feel good fighting that battle. We gotta stay away from those fucking guys. They're gonna be the end of our entire career in this dungeon. So that man seems in a great deal of pain. He's clutching his stomach. Perhaps it's food poisoning? I haven't had that since the last time Jumped with. Oh yeah, also all the characters are like literally anime. So pick a character and you could read for them. This is me, I'm that guy. If you guys want to be the main character, you can. This guy's kind of a nerd. Let's leave this sick little conversation behind and get on. Yo, what a weird, sick little conversation. Yo, what's good, bro? You good? It's nothing. I'm busy. Get the fuck away from me. Wait a minute. You're a priestess, aren't you? Yeah, dude. Fucking elf. So use one of those healing spells they teach you quick. What are you babbling about? When Mia asked you a second ago, you said it was nothing. That was then, and this is now. Let the healing spell fly, sugar. Until I know the cause. Why are you saying that, weirdo? Stomach just started hurting all of a sudden. Yo, why are you being a weirdo, bro? Do we want to help him? I don't like that he calls us that. I'm gonna let him learn his lesson. Fuck this guy. Yeah, dude, walk it off. Fucking idiot. What? Was this a test? Oh my god. I forgot we failed a test to the next door. Dude, let me in. Oh, I just got big? What are you guys looking at me like that for? Come on. I'm this character. No, I'm that character. I'm her. I'm the elf. That was fucking terrifying. What the hell? Oh my god, we shouldn't. I think now magic attacks are what we gotta focus on. We have no magic. Hey, yo. Okay, we can do physical damage on him. Okay, okay. Okay, okay.
By the power of Althena.
Oh, is that why you're like this? Yeah, it could be a new moon. Is that why you're like this, Platos? You're a little frisky tonight. I'm not worried about that. That last room was crazy. These guys I'm not really too tripping on. We're gonna save. Save early, save often. I looked away. I'm gonna double save. Triple save because I looked away. Oh, we got a spirit bandana. Fucking idiot. Alright, here we go. Oh, bro. We gotta fight these guys. We gotta confront them at some point, so. We'll let the AI handle this while we,
Summon elemental power.
like I say, a lot of good questions today from everyone in chat. Sidetrick, shout out for magic questions and stuff. Don't ever feel like you're going to interrupt me or something in chat specifically if you ever have anything you want to ask me. I'll read it and we'll get down to it. I'll inform you. Even if it's not like the same second you type it. I do try to be responsive. I want to be able to fill in any information that we miss along the way. Kind of be your guide for my hobby, I guess, you know? Yo, why are my guys frozen? What the fuck? Sorry, I forgot the buttons. Damn, I got no mana on this guy. Got no mana on this guy either, huh? Stoned. Kyle is stoned. You guys see that? It doesn't say petrified, it just says you're stoned. That's crazy.
By the power of Athena.
Damn it. The stone thing is annoying. Good resist. Good knockback.
By the power of Athena.
Good, good. I'm just getting up on this guy real quick.
By the power of Athena.
Perfect. And we're moving. Alright, looks like we gotta fight this guy, fuck it. We'll let the AI handle it. Ethereal Cane? What the hell? I like that I can just like auto do this RPG and do whatever else I want to do right now. This is actually pretty funny. I'm not actually like fighting these guys. I'm just kind of like letting the AI, which is crazy because this is like a 2000s or 1990s, 1998 port. This game is probably a couple years older than that. Having AI is pretty interesting. Ayo. Don't save. Please don't save. Kidoki? Just getting my shit all together. Oh, what the hell? You've had all this magic shit this whole time? Hook this chick up. Hook this guy up. Hook my character up. What, you had all the mana the whole fucking time, dude? God damn it. The whole time. So I think I'm going to title the VOD of this episode CoinGate. It's kind of where, still haven't let it go, I don't know. I'm going to have to just let it go, but it's just like, dude. These are the hills I die on the weekend, on my day off, you know, my day of rest. I'm more mad at myself, at my own reaction than, and how I handle it, you know, than anything else. I'm like, damn. Am I the asshole, guys? Anyone who's like, what is he talking about? You're gonna have to watch the video back and figure it out. It'll be timestamped on the YouTube. Gulping down coffee at 10:33 p.m. Oh no, you're good, Whispers. I'm just fucking messing around. It's pretty interesting. This is one of my favorite games for, like, one of my favorite RPGs in general is Dragon Quest. But this one would be a close second, I'd say. You think it would be Final Fantasy? I know. But I just have, like, my favorite Final Fantasy. I don't have Final Fantasy as, like, my favorite RPG. It's kind of crazy. And that feels like a boss room. That feels crazy. You have to save early, save often in this game, which is kind of weird. This is Lunar, Silver Star story complete for the PS1. It's a 2-disc game, but it also has a DVD and other cool stuff in it that we're going to probably look at over the course of this video series. We're going over a save file I had from at least 2014 or 2017, one of the 2 years from when I last played is where we're continuing from. So yeah, take notes. This is how you beat games. Make your way through the spire. It's also got animated cutscenes in anime style, which is really cool. I like when the PS1 games have that. The hell are you talking about? Either you surrender your weakest member or you shall all perish. Alright guys, who's the weakest member? That character with the hood, that's Ellie, I think. Can't decide because none of us was the least helpful. Do we tell Kyle to fuck off, or do we tell Kyle to just stay? Shut up, Whispers. Dude, don't let them know I wasn't paying attention like that, dude. That's how much I like this game. I was like that focused on the game. I missed my production cue. Dude. So do we let this guy Kyle leave, or do we let this guy Kyle stay? It's already too late. I'm just gonna let him stay. Kyle can't leave. Why is my main character's face so fucking serious? Jessica, don't be angry. This character is who I say is Ellie. So dozens of times I hope your wounds weren't helpful. It will be impossible for you to overcome the obstacles if you don't work together. Oh shit. I don't think it mattered who we kicked out. I think we were just gonna get to a boss fight either way. Man, we're approaching this all wrong. That thing has to be attacked by magic. Sorry about that, guys. The order of operations, there's levels to this shit. Alright, thank you. That's all I needed to do. Please stop hitting my chick. Oh shit, I think he only takes magic attack. Alright, he's gone. Slice and dice, baby. Oh, damn, with that armor on, I think he's only resistant to magic attacks. Oh my god. I don't think I have enough MP for this bastard. Alright, everyone. Everyone beat on this guy. Everyone beat up this guy. AI, please handle this. I like the AI system in this. Also, this game is made by Working Designs. They're the ones who... Well, it's not made by them, but they are the ones who localized this game. And they're actually pretty known. They have a good queue of, like, being one of the first companies to localize Japanese games to the United States before anyone really did. But they also do a lot of cool shooter games and, like... I'd say, like, 1942 style type shooter flying games. Yo, this thing's gonna fuck my life up. What the fuck? Alright, AI is not helping me, even back in the 90s. Damn, so he's resistant to physical attacks all around, so I'm gonna have to wait till my next go around and just throw magic attack on this fucking guy. So stupid. This should be it. Come on. All the dudes have sick locks, dude. The ladies need to step up their game for real, for real. Oh, you're saying their haircuts? Yeah, dudes got some. They got some fits. Oh my god, you kidding me? I think we lost this, dude. Yo, Rilth, what's good, bro? How you doing? Yo, we did I couldn't get any Final Fantasy cards this week, bro. Even the LGS had none. It's kind of crazy. But they had an event, so they probably needed the packs for the event. But we did open Tarkir. Nothing banging, nothing too crazy. I think we're about to get party wipes. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, the haircuts are, it's 90s anime haircuts. It's not off-brand Paper Mario, no. This is Lunar Silver Star Story. It's a 2-disc, this is before your time. We got the 24-track music soundtrack disc. We got disc 1 in the PlayStation. We got the making of DVD, which we will get into one day. And we got disc 2. What are you talking about, dude? Can I close this? I don't know why I'm exerting effort, my bad. Damn, that party wipe fucked me up. Let me see. I think I just gotta get my magical attacks on point, and that's all. Okay, we gotta say no. Never mind. So if we said yes and left the party member behind, like I just did, we get into a fight, I think. I need help finding a 3DS XL to play all the games I played growing up. I'm also doing that right now, actually, Rilth. Trust me, I know. I miss the old Lego games and Pokemon games. So, Pokemon Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver are going to be very expensive, but I'd say get them if you can. Pokemon Violet, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl are also expensive, but I'd say get them if you can. I like Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. Mario Kart was also good. Yeah, if you can get a 3DS XL for show. Also, modding a 3DS, like homebrew, is better than ever. I'd definitely get into looking into that. Whoa, Rilson an ad? That's crazy. I don't even run ads. You got me fucked up. But yeah, I missed the Lego Star Wars game on DS. That was a good one. Call of Duty was good. The Samus Hunters, what was it? Metroid Hunters on the DS was good. On the launch title for the first generation DS. Mario, Luigi, Superstar Saga or whatever on the DS games are good. What else was good on the DS? Too much shit. Too much shit. I'm trying to save up real for a mod on my DS XL, my 3DS XL. I mean, I'm trying to mod my 3DS XL for HDMI input-output deal so we could stream the DS without ROMs. Stop pressing the save button. Let me know if you're out of the ads though, Rilth, and we could keep talking about it. My bad. I'm also in VC if you want to join up VC. No press. I know it's pretty late. We're just hanging. Sometimes people just like typing, being not present. It's kind of why we do this. Damn, we just kicked Kyle out. We just did the same mistake as we did last time, but whatever. I think we could fight these guys. Fuck it.
Check this out.
I think we got this. I actually didn't need to. I don't know. Now I'm going to continue without my characters, I think. Shit. Because I told Kyle to leave. We'll see.
Summon elemental power.
I gotta figure out how to kill that bat thing. That's gonna be annoying. But I think we're doing better than the last time. Although I should not have told Kyle. I was just clicking through the text. I should have told the challenge dude to leave my party member out of this bullshit.
Special delivery.
Special delivery. Dude, that's so stupid. No damage goes through while he's done that. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Why does he leave his helmet on? Dude, no. Guys, we lost. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, I need help finding a 3DS to play all the games, miss all the Lego games. I didn't join VC because oh no, it wouldn't ruin the stream. This is why we're the Pack Boys Nation, bro. It don't ruin the stream. It's kind of like a podcast type shit, you know what I'm saying? Then we upload shit, I gotta reset, guys, otherwise we would have lost. That's not kind of counts as a party wipe. It's not tough, it's just you gotta know what to do, and I wasn't paying attention because I was getting antsy to get. I knew what to do, and I was like, all right, let's go, and I kept pressing X instead of like slowing my roll. I also drink coffee. I'm drinking coffee at like 11. All right, let's let that sweet intro play one more time.
In your dreams,
So goddamn baked.
thoughts, all things are real unless you dream they're not. In your dreams, love is the plot, carried on wings of hope. Each of our souls intertwine when we do. Instantly we see it, the time to grow and be it, when everything is pinned on a hold. Let rise the dreams of your heart, that innocent youth, careless and kind, free to roam the breeze in love, only when two
Cheesy ass intro. Oh, Rilf, I don't know if you know or if you haven't seen the T-shirt exclamation point merch. I apologize, it is a little pricey. I wouldn't make you a college student spend any of your money on it, but I just want to show you the design. Thank you for being part of the community, bro. Supporting as always. We are doing the damn thing. How could I ever take your college tuition away from you? I'm doing this for you guys. But yeah, no, check out the design. I'm pretty proud of it. Anyone checking in who hasn't seen the merch, honestly, I'm extremely proud of it. It is truthfully just dropship merch, but I'm really proud of the designs. I feel like they're very original, cool shit, you know. I like that Fourth Wall does work with good brands, and they're so far so good. That's I gotta say off of just using their service to do this, because it would take a lot of investment otherwise. Like if I did this as a musician, from my musician knowledge, it's like, and it's probably better to do this because I do know the people. Like getting t-shirts screen printed or merch handmade or like bulk ordered. Alright, this is where we can't fuck up. Kyle can't leave. Jessica's not weak. Mia is my main love interest. We can't let her leave. Nash, you're the homie. No one's leaving. Stay in the party. Even though Nash is a nerd. Thanks, bro. Yeah, it'll always be there. I'm also going to be doing, guys, for the merch, if you're a part of the MTG Pack Boys division, you guys will see there's that Great Blue Heron Gamer Mat. I'm going to be doing once a month MTG contributions for a playmat from the Discord. So if you have a picture you want to put on the playmat, we're going to do... It'll be limited run, probably like 30, but still, like limited run playmats on my shop that you designed that you guys could buy. And anyone who designed it, I'm going to buy it on me to give to you, okay? There's no need for you guys to buy it. Because I can get like credit for sample credit and stuff. So I can figure out a way to just get it for free and then just give it to you and have it shipped to you. So if anyone's interested in designing a playmat for the group or your own that you want to see sold through the merch store as a limited run, thinking limited run of 30, so that way it's like still first come first serve, but there's like a little reserve. Feel free to get at me on that. I'll definitely make a post about it moving forward. Yep, let's get to the next floor. The navy white one, that one does speak to me, dude. A lot of the colors, so there's a fourth option for traditional tie-dye color, and I chose not to include it because it just didn't speak to me like the other three colors. The first color, the darkest colorway, was my original design. I didn't even consider the other two. But yeah, the navy white came out really good. And that logo, I actually should update that right now, live. I want to, and I'm going to post their link here, because I commissioned an artist friend to do this. Like, they teamed up with me. I paid them, honestly. And I want to thank them, because without their knowledge, and I want to say shout out to the Cream Team. You know who you are. Get at It's Design Time. Here's their Redbubble store, as well as their portfolio. They do open commissions, so you can contact them through their store, or their email, Instagram, however you gotta do it. Really good person, honestly. Local, it's in community design, in community commission. And I'm really proud of the work and the team I did to do this with. Nah, deadass, we love the artists. And for those of you who don't know, Fourth Wall is just like a user-created... It's for streamers and creatives to do like their own merch, drop shipping stuff. It kind of feels like very LA-esque, but it's got affiliation with Philip DeFranco. I think he's part owner of it, which is kind of crazy. So it's got Philly D affiliated. It's not how bad could it be, you know? Honestly, depending on what merch you do use, it could you could have different pricing. Like, I have $25 a tee, just as that was the standard base range, but I truthfully only make $5 off that $25. So it's really, I only did those t-shirts just to give out to the community. I know it's a lot of money, but at the very least, it was more so to just rep the brand, and then just kind of find a place to get our shit together. I feel like most people are willing to pay $25 for a t-shirt, though. I've seen that for bands and stuff. But that is the truthful transparency of my profit. Because I was like, yo, I'm not going to bump this up to make more profit. Just to make you guys pay like $70 for a t-shirt. That's just not... I'll take $5 profit, you know? Just as long as they sell like hotcakes, I don't give a shit. So that's my methodology. If you think I'm a scumbag, stick around. But other than that, I don't know. I'm really proud of the designing and all that. I should update in the Fourth Wall merch site Design Time's credit for the logo at the very least, and a link. We'll do that all while we play a video game, which is kind of crazy. I'm in the squeaky chair. Logo designed. Dude, this is how businesses run, guys. I'm not messing around. I know you guys can't see what I'm seeing. I'm not gonna show you what I'm seeing. You're gonna see the video game. You're not gonna get the bathwater drop. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's gonna be probably a couple years down the line. Just because that's you milk those things. You don't give them out right away. You feel me? Am I crazy for that one, or is this just business? All right, the Fourth Wall merch site has been updated for design time, clobbering time, my boy. Shout out North Carolina's finest. All right, back to the game. Smoke packs bathwater, we need it. Dip packs in it before opening. It would be like aromatic. You'd put like weed plants. You'd put like you'd put you'd put like whole weed leaves in the water, you know. Kyle, you're not going first. Jessica, you're not going first. Mia, you're not going first. Nash, you're 100% not touching that shit. I don't even trust myself with touching that shit. Fuck that. Not Kyle. Not Jessica. Damn, I think we're gonna have to make someone actually choose. I guess Alex will go. My main character, let's go. Mold the clay, Alex. Mold the clay. Damn, real? You're co-signing the Smoke Packs bathwater? Dip packs in it before opening? Oh, sorry. I guess I thought that was Wisp was saying that as well. I can't read the usernames, I guess. My bad. So yeah, it would be like weed plants in the water with, I guess booster packs. Plastic everywhere inside floating, like open packs. Is that what you guys want? Or closed packs? Something to make the water foggy, too. I don't know, something that makes the water foggy. Yeah, but then it's just all dudes buying my bath water. It's not the same. It hits different. Like, we gotta get at least some chicks buying it too, though, you know? And not the chicks we know, that doesn't count. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need it has to be thirst trappy enough to get everyone going, you know? Both sides of the whole life existence. Alright, we should save before we fuck this up. We could retail it at gas stations. A Walmart deal would probably not be happening at all. Hey yo. You need to explain why you have come here. Here is the book you seek. Got the Thieves Guide. Alright, thanks, homie. The Way of Thieves. Will you read us a few pages, Damon? Rule 1, always be careful. Rule 2, don't get caught. Rule 3, see rules 1 and 2. Okay. How's reading that going to help being a thief? Maybe it's time for me to write a book. Alex, you still pursuing the way of the Dragon Master? Yeah, dude. Yes, of course you are. You have the green eyes. Hey, me too. I believe it will be in your best interest to read all the books in my spire. What? Shall remove magic seals that prevent them from being read by those who have not impressed me. Oh my god, now I gotta go read the fucking books. Should return this book to the Thieves Guild quickly, Alex. Your time is increasingly precious. Bro, how the fuck do you know all this bullshit? The evil which infected the Blue Star now rears its misshapen head in our... Damn, they're gonna give us a shit ton of exposition. Give me a second. Prophecies of Damon. Dragon Master Dine set into motion the series of events that would decide the fate of our world. But that fate will rest in the hands of Dine's success. So what happened in this game is we're all the kids of the previous, like, Final Fantasy Heroes of Light. The bad guy came back. There's no prequel game. This is just the game. And the story is like, we gotta take care of the shit, you know? Bro, how the fuck don't you know a goddamn thing? Alright, so we're gonna have to head out the tower. We're gonna have to read the bookcases, which is kind of annoying. Just want to make sure there's any bookcases in here. Donkey Kong wannabe ass music. When I buy your bathwater, I dip my packs in it before I open, so they're blessed. It's not good. See, that's the thing. I don't think it's more so, guys. It's not the bathwater that's gonna make the packs good. You guys don't get. It's the streamer luck. So it's my streamer luck rubbing off in the bathwater. You know, I think his sword was given to Dragon Master. That you don't want to put your pack. It's my streamer luck with packs imbued in the water, plus like THC. Think about it. Vein protects. Okay. What men know about women. Why are all the pages blank? Beast Towering Steel Crush. That was very like Hideo Kojima vibes. Sorry, I have to like literally read these books. It's kind of crazy. I like the overworld monsters though. Instead of random encounters, it saves me from a heart attack. Oh my god, that giant's gonna fuck my life up. Oh my god. Get away from me. Get away from me. Is everyone gonna be able to heal? We should save. Oh man. Yeah, no, I'm happy you got some work going on, Rilf. Get some sleep, bro. Yeah, have a good night, bro. Alright, we're just doing some backtracking so I can get some items we missed. Oh my fucking god, now we have to fight these guys. Do I have magic? Pressure attack? No, you don't have magic. This should kill him.
Summon elemental power.
Oh, what the fuck? It's lightning. It's ice resistant shit. Oh, nice. We leveled up. Good shit. There really isn't anything crazy to the level system. It's just like in the background. You don't need to like level up skills or nothing. Stop pressing save. Try and press the other button. Oh shit, hand. We have to just use my magic to get past that monster if we get into it, because the physical attacks won't affect that thing. It's kind of stupid. And we're gonna have to confront these guys because we actually have to read the fucking bookcases. It's like a game from, oh my god, Trey? Please one-shot these guys. Dude. Physical attacks don't bug these guys because they're giants. So we just gotta deal with what we got going on cooking. I think I can kill off this guy and we'll be okay. The next battle's gonna be very scary because we're not gonna be ready. Thanks, Wheels. No, you, Rilf. No, you. I don't think it's worth saving. But I got this. None of you motherfuckers got mana regen. Yeah, dude. You kidding me? Yes. Dude, perseverance, strength. That's all it takes. Sometimes there's action in inaction, and there's inaction with inaction. You just gotta know when. You don't need to even be aware of it sometimes. Things just happen. Just kind of crazy, you know? If you guys actually want to like read this text, let me know, but we're just gonna, so we can grind through the game. That was crazy. Can't believe we did that. Damn, that was a good squeak. It's probably the best squeaky chair so far. Okay. Sure, dude. Yeah, dude. How's the evening, Wheels? How's everything going on, man? Squeaky chair. Alright, here we go, Wheels. This one's for you. Just chilling. Bored AF. I can't believe you're about to get 100-degree weather on the East Coast. Andy was saying it was going to get dry out in New York. Yeah, definitely stay inside, especially if it's like humid and stuff. You don't want to get zapped. Like, you don't want... See, I'm like really skinny. Everything comes out from the top of my head for my energy, you know? You know, as far as like the sun hitting the back of my head a lot and everything, and just like top of your head is where all the heat is. So I get really hot. I get overheated very easily in the sun. Even during those the IRL streams, I was baked in the sun. I need to wear a hat if I'm gonna do those things more. Because just drinking water, I get into a cycle of drinking water, dehydrating, drinking water, dehydrating. You're telling your Massachusetts friends, and they yelled at you. They don't want it to happen, but it's one day. It's not serious. I mean, it isn't that serious, but still, it is kind of. It can be though, you know. Yeah, one day. What's one day? Fuck it. Stay away from that, dude. Still, that's pretty cool. Get a little weather change. Summer vibe. Get a little summer vibe. Oh shit, I think we backtracked, my bad. Oops. You live, oh yeah, I forgot, you lived in Florida. Yeah, Wheels, your backstory's pretty cool, man. You've like kind of been all around, it seems. The Florida arc was crazy. Remember we were talking about though, you said you'd like to move back there if you could. Don't, maybe I'm wrong. I thought that's what you said. Well, you said it. We gotta fight these fucking things. You briefly talked about your Florida arc. You showed me like the article. And Metal Chaos is lurking. We're streaming if Metal Chaos is lurking. Let's go. Welcome in. Plant your seat down, buddy. Coffee's in the back. You know how it is. You briefly mentioned your Florida arc, Wheels. You sent me the article about how they were able to get you public housing after a while, and it was like a pretty unprecedented thing at the time. As a community member, Wheels, one of the greatest to do it. Yeah, you were in the newspaper. This was, you told me. Guys, if you guys don't know, Wheels, this isn't a joke. This isn't a game. He actually is. I don't know. Is handicapped really even a word anymore? Are handicapped people? I mean, handicapped people in a way are handicapped within society's rules and movement. I feel like Wheels is just in a wheelchair, okay? Like, no fucking big deal. Just regular person like anyone else. But we do talk about from time to time that type of lifestyle. So I don't really know much about his life prior to me being 30 along with him, basically. And there's like 10 years of life we don't know about each other. Yeah, being alone sucks, especially in a different state. That's especially if it's harder for you to just get around on your own, be alone the way you are. I get it. It's good to have homies and shit. He's honestly just chilling in a wheelchair. Like, don't shut up about it. Okay? Just type shit. Alright, so we can go back to Myrod and talk to the guy in the bar and hear a girl sing horribly, or head to Reza. What is this place? I'm honestly just chilling in a wheel. That's so fucking chill. Yeah, but you told me about the whole Florida arc, and I didn't realize you traveled around outside of, like, I just thought you were from New York and then moved to Boston. Didn't think of nothing of it, you know. It gets a little deep. I mean, would it not be if it wasn't? Would we not be streaming if it wasn't deep, you know? We gotta go to the Thieves Guild. Alright, cool. Welcome to Thieves Guild. We got Thieves Crest. Let me in, baby. And we're thieves, and we're thieves. We're thick as thieves. Save, 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 and we're saving. I saw a video, Wheels, because I have Massachusetts stuff on my Instagram now. Just Massachusetts core. I get a lot of Chicago core too, because I like that, but just this dude showing one of the gas stations, people parking in gas stations across all lanes. One dude's in a handicap spot, one dude's just across 2 spots, another dude's halfway into the other. And it's just him laughing. I was like, let's go. What's up, Lily? I'm Jessica. You really shouldn't be trusting with strangers. And we're moving on. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome, new customers. Welcome to the Famed Thieves Bazaar of Reza. Oh, we sure went back to Myrod, damn. What the hell is this thing? Okay. Magic. Oh, yo. Yeah, dude. Whoa, Paragon checking in. Yeah, no, Wheels, people were going cutthroat, just parking wherever the fuck they wanted. It was kind of crazy.
Arrogant Hobbs just redeemed. Check in.
Paragon, thanks for checking in. How you doing, bro? We ain't pulling any Final Fantasy cards. Nowhere had them, even the LGS. I found out Target stopped. I think Target and Walmart stopped stocking TCG altogether. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I think because the scalpers. It's nuts. Can you get my shit back, please, bro? All right, so we're gonna get into some pretty big story exposition coming up ahead. Yeah, I did see the promo. I just saw a little bit, Wheels, in LHW, a bit of the promo. I was just like, whoa. Yeah, Paragon CEDH Sunday. How you feeling about that, man? Ready to get sweaty? You seem like you pulled competitive down pretty well. You seem like a overall, I don't know, you don't really seem like a nervous person. Oh, we could buy shit from this guy? Oh, ayo. Damn, we got no money. Oh my god. Thank you, come again. No. Yeah, you seem pretty overall like well-rounded about like you can go either way on things. I'm not saying you're not a fighter, but in CEDH, a lot of those people aren't as like I don't know. They don't. It's weird when you get to some commander games, some high-powered commander games, or just Magic games in general. You need a lot of sweaty dudes, but CEDH, it's felt very hit or miss. At least in some of the communities I'm in, and I'm not in that many. I'm only in like one. Shout out top tier pingers. But Clarion Community College, I've met a lot of CEDH players. They're like really nice. Some of the best players I've ever met. Even some of the higher player powers from that server became pack boys. You know, so I'm not saying like it's not possible to be like a decent human being. I just found a lot of the high power CEDH players, the more strategic ones, were pretty easygoing and not all about win or losing and making it or breaking it compared to people from like 60 card Magic or like tournament mode. Which is interesting because CEDH does get tournaments and shit. I don't know. In New York for CEDH, I could ask maybe the Popper guys if they do that format. Because there's the competitive Popper boys. Let me DM Paragon, if you could DM me info for it, and I'll be able to forward it to my network of the CEDH guys out there. Cause maybe the harder bros, but I think maybe they're Philadelphia. But some of those guys go around New York your way. And I know another dude, Andy's friends with. If you know Elder Fro, I'll ask him too. Damn, this chick got kidnapped? Classic trope. CH could be a hit or miss for cool players, though? Okay. I mean, the store, too, like, in person is where you meet some of the coolest people, though. Like, I'm just more so talking in the internet spaces, like the gaming scene. A lot of people are, I don't want to say play to win, but they're there to win, you know? Everyone is there to win a game, or at least get to the game's end, even if they aren't winning. There's just certain attitudes you meet where you're like, okay, man, chill. In the CEH world, I really haven't. I met some of the most supportive people that are passionate about Magic cards, which is kind of cool. Red Dragon. We gotta go to Thieves Bazaar again? Dude, I was just there. Sorry, I accidentally pressed save. No items to steal? Okay. Not Zelda. Not Zelda. Weird empty room. Why? Oh, yo. There's an impassable mountain pass between here and the Red Dragon Cave. Impassable by foot, anyway. But I acquired the design blueprints for a giant airship that would let you fly over the mountains. I haven't been able to make a bit of sense out of them, but maybe they'll help you in your search for Lily. Take these to Lulk and then to an inventor there. I think he'll be able to help you. Be any less specific? Okay. Seems like we got some hits, we got some places to go. $13 hours in. This is just disc 1, guys. Pardon me, excuse me. Pardon me. Woohoo! It's so fun being alive. Alright, moving. Isn't this back to Marriott? Kyle, don't talk to us. Where the fuck was Marriott? It's got 21 seats left. It's mostly a bunch of fun CEH and teaching some newer people to CEH. Okay, so we got some beginner to adept friendly people. All right, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that community vibe. That's why, I guess that's what I meant about like the CDH community, because they play such high strategy. A lot of the guys I've met who do that format are willing to like sit down, and a lot of them are like younger than me too, but they're like willing to sit down and explain a lot to you, which I think is cool. Like they're not hiding anything from you. They're gonna be like, yeah, you should do this too. And it'll be like this crazy wave of information. You're like, whoa, hey yo. All right, so I think we can go through Marriott here. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. I think we can kill these bees. These things used to one-shot us, but I'm not scared of them anymore. Damn, it still kind of one-shots us.
Check this out.
Yeah, top tier bangers is a good spot. I got recommended there from people in Yoda's crew. All right, moving on. Damn, I looked away and we were fighting these stupid bees again. Nice, we made it. We're going up, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up. Missed me. All right, we'll fight that guy.
Check this out.
Please one-shot these guys. You done? For me, it's more so the politicking is very high tier. I like that, and then just knowing when to play cards, when to hold down cards, like strategically thinking a bit more. I like that. What in tarnation? All right, let's hear this girl sing. Boy, that singing sure brings back memories, don't it? Yeah. That was funny. I just wanted to go back to do that. Yeah, politics definitely is a lot more than half of CDH. Layering too, definitely, yeah, and kind of working through that. Depending on your build. But I think, guys, we're getting to our 3-hour mark. We have a lot to do more. I want to leave ahead for next week. We got pretty much a lot of Magic info for MTG Game State. No Finance Watch, but there's a lot going on for spoilers and stuff. So VOD will be posted up tomorrow on YouTube, and you can watch it back on Twitch, obviously, if you want to see what you missed. And then Monday will be MTG Game State's, it should be like a 40-minute episode, if not 30. At least 35-minute episode. Midnight on Monday. Today is June 20th. Coming up at 11:39 p.m. Central. But heads will roll, credits will roll. I want to figure out a raid, see who's on. Yo, I'm going to take you to my boy, Brian Villa. This is a person, he is one of the very first streamer friends I met. Also, wheelchair bounded. Great man, great person. He's from New Jersey, East Coast. Give him a year. We're going to kick off the raid there. He's literally one of the very first friends I met in this shit. Also, fellow cream teamer. Friend of the family, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't follow him, give him a follow. Plays basketball, hangs out in games all the damn time. He's like one of the most professional streamers I fucking know. Heads will roll, credits will roll. Thanks for all the gifted subs and resubscriptions and just hanging out. The cheers as well. We got a cheer war going on now. Shout out Pablo. But say what's up to Bri. I'm gonna go say what's up, Chad. It's been a minute. I'm gonna catch up with him. Good to see that he was on too.